Hey everybody, the Reeswarrel here, and welcome back to more of Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path. Okay, fingers crossed everything goes a bit more smoothly this time. I tried to record this yesterday, and oh no, it went into slow-mo. Basically, I don't really know what the issue was. Either way, let's go with episode 2, The Imprisoned Turnabout. Still can't believe it's only the second case. But hopefully things are going to be better. It seemed like it was fine yesterday because the sound was, you know, it wasn't choppy or anything. It sounded fine. But everything else was, it kept going into slow-mo. It was bad. And as soon as stuff like that happens, I kind of go into a panic because I'm like, oh shit, the game's not performing very well. What's the issue? So I tried multiple things. Oh, it's Knightley. Well, he survived for a real long time. Huh. But no, I definitely go into a panic, because I'm like, this isn't supposed to be slowing down. I also don't know why it's slowing down. It's a DS game. It really makes me not hate PC stuff, but I don't know, PC just seems to be riddled with tech issues when it comes to content stuff, and it really annoys me. So if I did this using the Wii U gamepad, or just played the DS games on the Wii U, I wouldn't run into as many tech issues, I don't think. Aside from the odd occasion where the game doesn't work, or in Magical Star Sign's case, where the credits didn't run. But yeah, whatever. Alright, so March 27th, 10:16 AM. We're in the detention center. Who are we here for? Alright, that's insightful dialogue. Ah, Gumshoe, with a right joke. He's not coming. He's not coming, sir. How long does he intend to keep us waiting? Now, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to get your cravat in a twist. Ethan Rook's murder. 2 days after the incident, we visited the detention centre. Naturally, we were hoping to meet with the defendant, Horace Knightley. Defendant? Oh, I suppose that's correct. I don't know why I jumped at that. Like, wait, defendant? That sounds wrong. His trial was set to begin the next day, with me serving as the prosecutor. Still, he is rather late. You there, do you know what's going on? It certainly is strange. I'll try calling him one more time. It's terrible. It's Knightley. He's been murdered. What? What did you say? Murdered? Inside the detention centre? Mr. Edgeworth, let's go check it out. You there, take us to the crime scene, post haste. Oh, the moment of bloody truth. Yes, sir. Yes! God, I can't believe I'm getting excited that a DS game's running at full speed. You know, a game that's like... Actually, this game's only 8 years old, so it's not that old. But still, it's a DS game. I should not have trouble running a DS game. These games should run on a potato. Either way, Knightley's not in his cell? I thought he was being held here, or there. What are you doing, sir? This way. Oh man, things are looking promising. Whew. Where are you taking us, pal? Through this door is the... Ah, it's the prison. Prison? Then what were the small rooms back there? Those cells we just passed are part of the detention centre. They're used for holding suspects temporarily, while they await their trial. What lies ahead is a facility that serves a completely different purpose. This is where criminals who have been declared guilty serve out their sentence, pal. It's the one place a great thief does not want to end up, Kay. I'm opening the door now. Please, follow me. But I really don't know what was causing the slowdown issues. Like, nothing had changed with my setup. Oh, wow! No, that wasn't. I don't think. That definitely looked like Terry Falls, though. In one of the cells, it looked like him especially. Jesus. It can't be, though, because I'm certain these are set after the events of... It wouldn't even be Trials and Tribulations. No, because, like, Edgeworth isn't wearing his, like, old getup, and Terry Falls died a long time ago. Huh. It just looked like him, I guess. Maybe a slight nod to him, who knows? There's no mistaking it, Knightley's dead? Moreover, he was murdered inside the prison walls. How exactly did this happen? I see a glove. A bloody glove. Workroom A. I can't believe something like this would happen to Mr. Knightley. Yes, I can't believe it either. But the scene you see before you is unmistakable reality. Besides, wasn't Mr. Knightley supposed to be in the detention centre? Indeed, he was. Knightley hadn't had his trial yet. Before a suspect is found guilty, they're detained in the detention centre holding cells. They only enter the prison after they have received a guilty verdict. Knightley should not have been moved in here. You think he passed through those giant doors that we went through earlier, sir? I don't see it. Holy Christ! This place is huge! So it's a partial prison map. Huge metal doors and a long passageway separate the prison and the detention centre. As a suspect, Knightley wouldn't have been able to pass through. Yay, we got some floor plans. What happened to Knightley? In order to solve this mystery, we must first investigate the crime scene. Begin! I mean, the first thing I want to look at is... why is he covered in the tarp? Or whatever the hell this is. It's like it's a noose. Oh no, we won't rest until we've stolen every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Indeed. This is quite a large area to investigate. Press the Y button to switch screens. Okay. It's really still tutorials. Okay, it's 2, man. It's a pulley. Is that used for prison labour too? It looks like it. There's something I want to ask you. Don't even think about dangling on the hook. Eh? How did you know that's what I wanted to do? Somehow, I had a feeling. Boom, boom. There we go. Is that a whip? There was a rope near the body as well. By the way, my special talent. If it's about rope escapes, there's no need for that now. Aww. Does she want to show it off that badly? That's a whip, is it not? Oh, okay, we're getting colourful sheets. Those are some colourful sheets. Stacked sheets, very colourful, and stands out in the room. What are they used for? I don't really care about the sheets though, I want to examine the whip. I think it's a whip. They're the most eye-catching thing in this room. They don't fit in with the prison. There's a whip placed on top of the sheets. It reminds me of the whip lady. Maybe she left her whip here? I doubt she'd ever leave her whip behind. I mean, technically she did at the end of Justice for All. Although she sort of threw it down in a fit of rage. Okay, so we've got... is that medicine? Some sort of bottles. And a bunch of strange tools here. I don't see anything out of place. I'm kind of picking up the scent of animals. Do you have special smelling abilities or something? No, it's just a feeling. But I can smell the scent of treasure. Remind me to lock up all my valuables in a safe. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I wouldn't steal your valuables. So you would steal someone else's valuables. Alright, so, Knightley. Horace Knightley. Murdered right before his trial. Let me take a closer look. Oh wow, there's a lot of shit to bloody look at here. We've got this, the rope, a black box, a glove, and also the neck brace. Yeah, look at whatever. Oh yeah. Huh? What's this? Mr. Edgeworth has something similar in his office. It's a portable chessboard. It was probably the victim's. Ah, Mr. Knightley enjoyed chess, right? He was probably using it to pass time in the detention centre. Okay, chessboard. A folding chessboard, pieces are stored inside, thought to have belonged to the victim. Neck brace. Ugh. The blood from his neck has stained his brace bright red. The cause of death was most likely from his neck wound. He probably died instantly. He couldn't even cry out in pain. There are small bumps on his head. Are these bruises? Maybe after he was stabbed in the neck, he fell back and hit his head? I wonder. At this point in time, there are too many unknowns. Okay, do you have your digital camera with you? I'd like the detective to take a photo of the body. Would you let him borrow it? Sure thing. Here, go me. Thanks, pal. Alright, I'm taking the picture, sir. Like, bloody stammered on my words. Sir. So he's wearing some awfully dirty clothes. There appears to be dirt stains in several places. Crime scene notes. COD. Oh, cause of death. Penetrating, Jesus. Wound in the neck, died instantly, covered in dirt, there are small bruises on his head. He's wearing those clothes even though they're dirty. He's just like me, sir. Detective, I hope you realise that not everyone shares your lack of hygiene. Ah, poor Gummy. Right, so we have a glove. This is a rubber glove. Yes, there's no mistake, it's a rubber glove. How come there's only one? Let me take a closer look. Oh. Oh, it's dirt. Or something. It's covered in mud up to the wrist. Maybe someone was playing with mud in the prison? I want to get in on the action too. Do it on your own time when we're not investigating a case. So it's not that. There's probably something on the underside then. How do I zoom out? Y. The fingers of the glove are covered in blood. This glove was dropped after the pool of blood formed. Why is that? If it was on the floor before the pool of blood, it wouldn't have gone all the way to the knuckles. It would have only gone around the edges, I would assume. The blood would have formed an outline around the glove. Hey! God, I'm like a detective myself. I see, the blood would have only gotten on the edges of the glove. Hell yeah! This glove was discarded after it was covered in blood. That must mean the killer left it behind. Indeed. It's highly probable. At the very least, the person who dropped this saw the body. You there! What is it, sir? Do you recognise this glove? Yes, sir, the inmates use these for prison labour. That's odd. Rubber gloves are usually kept in the inmates' rooms. They are strictly regulated, so you can't just take them out. Indeed, there are no signs of any other rubber gloves in the room. Only the one rubber glove. Single glove left behind at the crime scene, used in prison labour, or for prison labour, covered in blood and mud. Okay, so there's other shite. What about this? It's covered with a dirty sheet. There's a rope on the top of the sheet. Was Knightley tied up with this rope? Ah, found with the body, was it used to tie up the victim? Let's take a look under the sheet, we might be able to find something. Oh! Yikes, this sheet is bright red. These appear to be bloodstains. It's a bloody sheet. The bloodstains appear to belong to the victim, it has a colourful pattern. We still might be able to find something. Let's search this area a little more closely. No. We can use logic. Yeah, the bloody sheet and the stacked sheets. Why was there a bloody sheet on his body? So the sheets stacked here have a very distinctive pattern. It's the same as the bloodstained sheet. That's right. Okay, don't steal my lines like that. Mr. Edgeworth, you shouldn't get caught off guard like that. I'll never lose my edge as the Great Thief. I thought she was on hiatus. Right, so he learned about the bloodstained sheet. Found near the body, there is a stack of them inside workroom A. Very colourful. Oh, there is more. Okay. Was there something I missed on his body? Oh! I don't know if that's actually anything. Yeah, I can see. I just see it. I think it's a ring. Or he's holding something. I can't quite tell. There's something on his finger. Let's have a closer look. It is. Oh, looks like an expensive ring. Don't steal it. What? I didn't do anything yet. Well, we've collected quite a bit of evidence. With the three of us here, it's a piece of cake. Right, Gummy? That's right, pal. We're the Invincible Trio. It's too early to start celebrating. There is still something we haven't found yet. Oh? What haven't we found yet, sir? a lot of stuff. What is missing from this crime scene? Bloodstains, footprints, the murder weapon. Yeah. I would say the murder weapon. We found bloodstains, we haven't seen footprints, but there has been no sign of murder weapon. He just has a massive gash on his neck. The murder weapon that took the victim's life has not been found yet. Ah, now that you mention it, you're absolutely right, sir. Detective, get your act together. Isn't that the most basic of basics? Ugh, I'm sorry, sir. Don't worry about it, Gummy. I didn't notice it either. That's not much of a consolation. In this prison, dangerous objects that could be used as weapons are strictly regulated. It'd be quite dangerous if the inmates got their hands on them. Obtaining a murder weapon and carrying it around is not an easy task. I see, you have a point. What was the murder weapon? And where did it go? That could be the key to solving this case. Huh? There are visitors here already? Who the hell? Hey! Sorry to barge in like this. Is this a crime scene? You are... Huh? You... Aren't you... That piercing gaze. That... that furrowed brow. It's been a long time. Mr. Shields? Yes, yes. Ray Shields. That frilly thing around your neck and that stiff greeting. There's no doubt about it. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Really? Fancy meeting you here. What are you saying, pal? Mr. Edgeworth's not that old man. Detective. It's fine. Oh, it's you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I thought you looked a bit young. What an idiot. You two are so similar. Looks like your Uncle Ray got you two mixed up again. You never change. How many years has it been since we last saw each other? I've already forgotten. Your Uncle Ray has been overseas these past few years. But you know, there's something I still haven't forgotten. About you. And your betrayal. Oh? I'm getting some bad vibes over here. Do you know this guy, Mr. Edgeworth? Allow me to introduce him to you. Raymond Shields, attorney at law. Okay. 8th Attorney Ray Shields at your service. I'm pleased to meet your acquaintance. A Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. Kay Faraday, nice to meet you. I'm a great thief. Ah, but I'm currently on hiatus. Great thief? Well, well. That sounds romantic. How wonderful. Oh, Mr. Shields, you get it, right? I'm currently recruiting new members. The registration forms are easy to fill out. That's splendid. Uncle Ray would love to join your little gang. I'm sorry, but we're only accepting bright, cheerful, and energetic girls. I see. That's too bad. Well, how about a hug then? As a sign of affection. I quite like his theme. No. I guess not. This isn't Europe, after all. Mr. Shields, what are you doing here? Oops, that's right. Sorry. Preventing the attorney from investigating the crime scene is the Von Karma way, isn't it? Hey, you've been going on about Von Karma this and Von Karma that. What's your problem, pal? Bloody hell. Detective, restrain yourself. This can't be helped. Mr. Shields, are you the defense attorney for Horace Knightley? That's right. Or should I say, I was his defense attorney. Mr. Shields is the defense attorney. If Knightley had not been murdered... Oh, I would have been going up against him in court. I should listen to what he has to say. Alright. Alright, Ray. Defense attorney. Since you received the request to represent the victim, that must mean... Yes, your Uncle Ray was supposed to meet with Knightley Boy. As was I. I planned to meet with him, but then we heard the report of the dead body. I even brought him a California roll. Mr. Shields, you can't bring food into the detention center. Ah, is that right? Well then, would you like it? No thanks. Still, to think that Prosecutor Edgeworth actually meets with the defendants. All defendants are guilty, Wasn't that the Von Karma way? That is a thing of the past. Huh, is that right? So, you sure you don't want it? I told you, I don't want it. Oh my god, the victim. I really do like his theme though. Did you meet with Knightley? We met yesterday. They called me over as soon as Knightley Boy was arrested. He was being quite hostile. Oh yeah, he mentioned you. He talked about how you interfered with his plans. He probably said some nasty things about me. Even if he hates me, I'm fine with it. Man, the two of us had a great time talking about you. Mr. Shields, you also talked about me? I frequent the visitor's room here quite often. It's been a while since I had such a good time. So you're a regular at this prison? Hey now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not here as an inmate. I'm here to visit an old acquaintance of mine. We usually meet in the visitor's room, but I've also been in here before. Then I should ask him about this room. Okay, so about this room. Whoops. This room was where the body was found. Do you know anything about it? Ah, this room, eh? Here's a pop quiz for our prodigy prosecutor. Which of these three is the name of this room? The lecture room, the morgue, the entertainment room. Entertainment. I don't know. Lecture? I would probably say the morgue. If any. The morgue? Well, there is a dead body in here. Anyone who saw the dead body would naturally think of the same thing. Well, let's reveal the correct answer. Prosecutor Edgeworth's answer is... wrong. The correct answer is the workroom. I mean, to be fair, we do know that, because it says workroom A. But that wasn't a choice. All three choices were wrong. I hate it when he does that. The inmates carry out various kinds of prison labour in here. It also serves as a rehab program, allowing them to receive job training in prison. God, I can't read. So, how did they monitor this room? Who was in charge of the keys to the entrance? Prosecutor Edgeworth. Even your Uncle Ray doesn't have all the answers. Hey, you there. Could you tell us? Yes, sir. This room doesn't use any locks and keys. Instead of locks, the doors are equipped with sensors. What do you mean by that? All the prison inmates are wearing electronic bracelets. When a bracelet passes through the door, it activates the sensor, and... Wee-oo, wee-oo! Wee-oo! An alarm will sound. After a certain amount of time has passed, the bracelet will emit a painful shock. If the bracelets are tampered with, it will emit an electric shock 3 times more powerful. That's terrifying. It's to ensure that the inmates follow the rules, although it seems a bit harsh. That's why whenever an inmate goes through through a door, a guard has to accompany them, to deactivate the sensor first. And that's that. Did any of the inmates use this workroom today? The past few days, no one has used this room, I'm sure of it. So, not one inmate has entered this room today. So we learned about a door sensor. Ooh! I'm actually just noticing something. Just in the evidence, there's 2 things there that were in Rise from the Ashes. They're not obviously the same, but it's probably used in the same way. So a sounds alarm in response to a prisoner's bracelet was installed on the door to the workroom. If that's the case, it raises a contradiction with the crime scene. There is something in this crime scene that should not exist. I'll use my powers of deduction and inspect the crime scene again. Alright, so I need to go back to his body. And deduce. Yes. Here it is. As I say, it was used in Rise from the Ashes. A rubber glove was used to prevent a sensor from going off. Actually no, it was in Rise from the Ashes, it was used to block a sensor to lock a safe. So it's basically same sort of thing. There, the sensor. If he was wearing the glove, the sensor wouldn't go off. The inmates cannot freely enter this room. as they're wearing bracelets that set off the sensors. According to the guard, it seems that no inmates were scheduled to enter this room today. However, a rubber glove used by the inmates was left in here. That is a direct contradiction. Then who left this rubber glove in here, sir? I don't know. Yet. However, it seems that this rubber glove is connected to our case. Hey, investigation complete. Very good. Guard, aside from the inmates and prison guards, does anyone else have access to this room? Well, this is a prison facility after all. Only inmates and prison guards come here. Who said that? Mr. Shields? Oh, he said hold it. What are you saying? There are others that come in here. Aside from inmates and prison guards, there are certain things that can enter this room. Are you talking about them? But they are... Mr. Shields? What are these things that you speak of? It should be obvious. You came all the way here without seeing one, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Usually you can find them walking around the prison facility. Well, you'll see once you leave this room, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hey, you're just saying that to get Mr. Edgeworth to leave, pal. What now? Don't you trust me? Mr. Detective, you have a big body but a small mind. What did you say, pal? Detective Gumshoe. Ugh. Sorry, sir. Come on, follow me. I'll show you what Uncle Ray has been talking about. Look at the way he walked. Prison hallway. Yeah, that definitely reminds me of Terry, but I'm almost certain it's not him. There are more than just the prisoners and guards living here. Animals? Yep, animals, according to the guard. They introduced animal therapy here several years ago. Each prisoner is assigned one animal. In other words, they receive a pet partner. Huh? That seems kind of fun. Plus, learning to take care of their pet is a great qualification to have. Ah, so you mean that workroom? Yep, that's where the prisoners practice taking care of their pets. Oh. So... Okay, so then the thing you mentioned that could enter the crime scene is... Right, these animals. Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. Why would an animal leave behind a rubber glove? Quite right. But the fact remains that they could have entered the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please talk some sense into this man? Mr. Shields. Are the animals allowed to go wherever they please? Most of the doors in this prison are fitted with sensors. The sensors not only sound an alarm in response to the prisoner's bracelet, they also respond to the animal's microchip and open the doors for them. Microchip? It's like a tiny machine embedded under the animal's skin. All it takes is a simple injection, and the microchip is inserted. Oh, that sounds painful. I've heard it's not that painful. But anyways, since the animals aren't criminals, they are allowed to move around freely. How ironic. The ones with the most freedom in this prison are the animals. So door sensor opens doors for animals, sounds alarm in response to a prisoner's bracelet. Prisoners can't move freely. Well, makes sense, it is a prison. But still, they can't go out of the prison. The prison's entrance does not have a sensor. Oh! What's that? Is that a bell? What's that? We heard that before What's-His-Face was murdered too. What's this? This dog, it has a bell on its collar. Was this the sound that we heard earlier? Oh dear. Mr. Edgeworth, why are you glaring at each other? I mustn't lose. Mr. Edgeworth, you're not good with dogs, are you, sir? I'll tame that dog myself. Here, boy. Here, boy. Aw. It completely ignored me, sir. Oh. Compared to the other animals, there's something different about this one. I'm sensing a great hostility towards me only. Well, now that I've introduced you to the animals, what's next on the agenda? Of course, we question those related to the case, pal. Yes, we should gather information about the state of things when the body was discovered. We'll start with you in that cell. Tell us what you know. Oh, God. He's completely ignoring me, sir. You there, do you know anything about the incident? He's scary. Don't be so cold. Come on, you can talk to us. Or how about an introductory hug? It's time. What was that? Sorry, was Uncle Ray's joke a little too much? Whoa! What the fuck? Exercise time. This man is clearly odd. I need to get some answers from him. Your name is... me? I'm prisoner number D259, J. Elbert. Gotta raise my metabolism. Can't let my muscles rest. Muscles aside, it looks like you've lost a lot of weight. Half of the match is won even before it's begun. Yeah, gotta make the weight limit. Are you entering some kind of tournament? Ah, perhaps as a boxer. Yeah, I'm a former boxer, but exercise is just a hobby of mine. Well then, it sure looks like it's the bear's hobby too. He's hanging on like an apron. So cute. This is Rocky the polar bear. He's my partner. He's loosened his tongue. Maybe we can try asking him now. Where were you and Rocky at the time of the incident? I don't know anything. I got nothing to say to you. That's for me to decide. Now, answer the question. Didn't I just tell you? I know nothing. He has no intention of talking. In that case, you've got no choice but to use that. Yes, if he insists he has nothing to do with this, we'll just have to prove there's a connection. Mr. Elbert, by all means, you will tell us what you know. Or is it logic chess time? Is it logic chess time? Yeah, it's logic chess time. Very nice. Now, let's analyze the situation. Ooh! A fighting stance, it seems that he has become agitated. In these circumstances, a direct confrontation would be pointless. When my opponent becomes agitated, I should calmly wait and see. When I see an opening, I will not hold back. Now let's question him about his knowledge of the incident. To start with, I'll ask about his movements today. I'll have to tire him out before the sound of the bell. Bada-bada-bum! God, I love logic chess, it's so fun. What did you do today? I also love the music. Can you tell me what you have done today? Answer me! Huh? If you want to fight with me, get into your fighting stance. Wait and see. What? Are you throwing in the towel already? This is not a fist fight. Welcome to the war that is chess. By the way, hasn't all that moving around tired you out? Don't underestimate my stamina. You want to test me? With that body of yours? Fine, I'll be your opponent. No, wait and see. Ain't tired at all. Well, first off, I held back in my training today. I just stayed quietly in my cell. Quietly? Then what's with all that sweat? Buzz off. That's all I've got to say. I'm getting a little tired. Okay. Didn't you stay quietly in your cell? You're a well-trained boxer. However, you need more practice in the art of lying. Getting a little tired? That's not possible. You said that you stayed quietly in your cell just a moment ago. Oh! Rocky, it looks like this is going to be a tough opponent. Ooh! This man, it looks like he's still hiding something. Next, I'll ask him about the time of the incident. I do not need to use fists. My words alone are enough for a KO. What were you doing at the time of the incident? Yes. So do you recall what you were doing at the time of the incident? Sleeping. Rocky was too. The incident happened just a few moments ago. You look wide awake to me. Oh. Oh, damn. Yeah, wait and see. Muscles strengthen while they're resting. Sleep is important. Well then, I'm sorry to have woken you. Rest is a part of training, right? Uh-oh? So you get it after all. Not bad, Mr. Prosecutor. Ooh. How did you know I'm a prosecutor? Oh? I don't recall ever introducing myself as a prosecutor. How did you know? But that's... a conversation we had when we first entered this room. Were you by any chance eavesdropping on us? In that case, there's no way you could have been sleeping. Oh, been asleep. You lied to us. Oh! You got me there. You pack a nice punch. Yeah, I lied about sleeping. So what? I was just exercising in this room. Got a problem with that? Well, I now know he was awake. I should remember this clue. Did you notice anything during the incident? When the incident occurred, did you notice anything unusual about the prison? Huh? Answer the question. Answer the question. What was the situation like at the time of the incident? Sorry, but I got no answers for you. I was asleep then. Rocky was too. Here we go. Let's try using that clue. Weren't you exercising? Stop telling such an obvious lie. Didn't you admit it earlier? You were exercising. Wow, his queen's resilient. Sheesh. Looks like I just ate a counter. Your back's against the ropes, and there's no way out. Just confess already. Hey, quiet down a bit. If outsiders like you make a racket, you'll frighten the animals again. What do you mean by again? Was that checkmate? I mean, the sound's cut off, so... You've been persistent, however, I'm afraid you're about to hit the mat. You said again, just now. Did something happen earlier? To frighten the animals? Yeah, it is checkmate. Nice. Damn it. How could I have gotten sucker punched like that? Yeah. There was this great scream back then. It startled the animals. Dang, I would never have lost in the real ring. Checkmate. Yes! Our logic chess is so satisfying. Logic chess complete. I believe this proves that you do know something about the case. Damn. Okay, I'll talk. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't lose focus, Kay. The real game has just begun. Let's just stop for a moment. Uncle Ray's got one important thing to say. It must be fate that has brought us together after all these years. Ew. That hollow clap. I have received the opportunity to observe your skills carefully. And I'll be giving a detailed report to that person about how much you've grown. He's on about Phoenix, I think. That's pretty cool. Who is that person? You didn't know? The truth is... This doesn't concern Kay. She doesn't need to know. Whoa there, you scared me. Don't get so worked up. You can do what you like. It doesn't matter to me. How you have been leading your life ever since you were tainted by the Von Karma way. I'm sure that person would be interested. I feel that it's my duty to report it to him. I'll expose your mistakes here. I won't let you disappoint him any further. Mr. Edgeworth? Just what are you guys talking about? Don't concern yourself with it. Our only opponent now is Elbert. Well then, let's hear it. What do you know about the case? You're gonna be sorry. Oh god, look at those eyes! Sheesh. About the incident. So, recreation time ended around 10 AM. I returned to this room and went straight to my training. Just as I counted to 2, I heard a voice shout out, "Ah, I've been stabbed!" Oh no. Sounded like someone in pain, calling out for help, but I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell, so I went back to my training. Okay, so someone screamed. That's odd. You really weren't bothered by that shout? Even if I was, there was nothing I could do. Look out for number 1 before you look out for others. That's the basic rule in prison. Indeed, even if he wanted to take a look, he'd still be locked in his cell. Is all that training equipment yours? You seem to have quite a collection. I get them from the supplier. Supplier? You can get just about anything if you put in an order. It's our secret shop. That's quite convenient. So if Uncle Ray wanted a cute girl, in that case, you should order a book on how to give testimony. Guess I'm gonna knock you down for the count in 1 hit. You gonna KO me? Stop kidding around. Hey, don't ignore your Uncle Ray. He did, just blatantly ignored about the incident. Okay, so I might as well just do my usual. Press everything. Recreation time? There are people from the outside who come here and sing and dance to entertain the people on the inside. That's great. That does sound like fun. And you participated in this event? There are a few opportunities to mingle with the outsiders. After recreation time ended, I returned to his room and went straight to his training. So what exactly does your training entail? To build up stamina and rhythm. I jump rope. What? In such a small room? Isn't that dangerous for Mr. Bear? I mean, Rocky? Rocky's a smart one. When he sees me grab my rope, he clings to my chest. You're able to jump rope while holding a bear. He's a wait I'll gladly bear. Rocky's my best partner. So today I started my jump rope routine as usual. However, okay, so this is where I think I have to present something. I've been stabbed. Do we know it was a stab wound? What do my crime scene notes say? I mean, penetrating wound would have made sense, but bruises to the head. He also died instantly, so he couldn't have actually said anything, which I didn't really take into account. Mr. Elbert, can you hear my voice clearly? Why are you mocking me? The victim received a fatal blow to the throat, which means he couldn't possibly have screamed. Oof. So why did you hear a non-existent scream? That's... There should have been a scream. There should have been one. Dang it, I gotta rip that smug look off your face. Yeah, you're right. I never heard a scream. The one who heard it was the guy in the next cell. The next cell? God, look at him go. Jesus. The next cell. Oh, what's up? Yeah, I heard the scream. Recreation time had just ended. It happened after we returned to our cells. So then, I tell that guy, I heard a great scream. Can you describe that scream for me? Sure. I never told that guy about the contents of the scream, though. Aye? Someone come quickly. A man's been... okay. Murdered. Something like that. So it wasn't the victim, but rather it was the first person to discover the body who screamed. I see. That solves the mystery. So there was nothing wrong with Mr. Elbert's testimony. Is that really true? Or is there still a problem with Elbert's testimony? There is a problem. In this case, a new problem has presented itself. Mr. Elbert, why did you not hear the scream? It's odd that he didn't hear the scream, sir. Hey you, why didn't you hear the scream, pal? Oh. You guys, do you suspect me? I was shut up in this stupid cell the whole time. How could I have killed someone in the workroom? God damn. That would be impossible, wouldn't it? Yeah, none of us could have killed him. If we could have killed him, we would have already killed you guys by now. Jesus. You guys don't think you're going to get out of this prison alive? I nearly forgot. Despite being locked inside cages, these guys are still dangerous criminals. Looks like we got ourselves in a pretty bad situation here. What can I do? I can't talk to them in these circumstances. Overruled! Wait, is that the new character? Aside from Ray. Who was that? Is that the woman? It is! Oh! Actually, we've met everybody that's in the portrait picture I've used. There she is. Ray is at the back of the picture, and then the person that she's with is just below Ray. Please, be silent. What? Who are you? Don't you see we're busy here? Silence is golden. What the? No, your hands. You're gonna smack him with a mallet. You shall remain silent while you're under the judgment of the law. You should be thankful. You get to live your life without the need of money. You are to receive the blessings of the Goddess of Law. God, if you would please. Congratulations! You get to spend the night in the disciplinary... I can't say that word. Fuck it. Disciplinary, I think. Room. That's... No, not there. Anywhere but there. Jesus. Accept this wonderful blessing. Let your heart be reborn. Cast away your sins. Who is this chick? Oh, Jesus. Stop it. No! To be pulled away. Oh, Goddess of Law, give this man your blessings. I thank thee. You are... My name is Justine Courtney. I am privileged to be a judge, an emissary of the strength of the law. A judge, you say? Why are you here? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I came to meet with you personally. I convey the will of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee. That is my appointed task. Prosecutorial Investigation Committee? What's that? Do not use that name so lightly. Those are the sacred words of the Goddess of Law. Since little Kay doesn't know, Uncle Ray will explain it for her. Oh, whoa. The PIC is an assembly comprised of 11 members. Their job is to check if prosecutors are doing their jobs properly. If I'm not mistaken, its members are elected from politicians and those of the legal profession. So, I take it you are one of those members? Indeed. I am thankful they judged me worthy of such a task. I too am thankful that I was able to meet you here. How about a hug of thankfulness? Overruled! The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee also shares deep ties with the Bar Association. Hey, I was just kidding. No need to make such a scary face. So your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them. Well said. May you be blessed by the Goddess of Law. Our job is to remove problematic prosecutors from their cases. And so, those people not fit to be prosecutors will be stripped of their prosecutor's badge. Whew! What business does this whatchamacallit committee have with Mr. Edgeworth, pal? We're in the middle of an investigation here. Oh, okay, this is the other character. Objection. Ooh. Wow, you're thick. Seriously, how thick-headed can you be? And just who do you think you are, pal? Me? I'm a prosecutor. Sebastian de Best is my name, I guess. Haven't you heard of me at the prosecutor's office? Everyone calls me the Best. I'm so beloved there. I've never heard of you. Hey you, Mr. Flatfoot. You've heard of me, right? This is the first time, pal. Oh well, it can't be helped. There's no way someone who's so thick on the intake could have good ears. Don't you mean slow on the uptake? I suppose it's only natural that Sebastian only became a prosecutor last month. He's just a rookie prosecutor? Right, the best rookie prosecutor in the office. Also, he plans to be. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm here to clean up the mess you've made. What do you mean? The PIC intends to have me replaced. That much is clear. Mr. DeBest, I know what you're trying to say. However, I have not been informed of this. Your Honour, I would like an explanation. Very well. This judgment has been passed under the name of the Goddess of Law. The incident at the President's welcoming event, and the murder of Horace Knightley. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee has agreed that you will be taken off this case. And Sebastian has been appointed to take over the case. That is all. Ooh! What? You can't just take him off the case like that, pal. Your Honour, I thought I asked for an explanation. The judgment is guilty. The Goddess of Law's verdict is absolute. I have done nothing to warrant being taken off this case. You don't remember? Very well, in that case I shall remind you of your past crimes. You boarded the President's plane, which was protected by extraterritorial rights. Oh, great. And then, of all things, you ordered a search of the President's personnel. A single mistake could have sparked an international incident. Ooh. You crossed the line as a prosecutor. You've gravely overstepped your authority. I like how she has an extendo hammer. I'll admit my actions may have gone against the rules. However, if I had not taken that risk, I'm certain the truth would never have been found. I have never considered my actions as a mistake. Overruled! So you're saying that as long as the ends justify the means, it's alright to ignore the rules? That is an extremely dangerous way of thinking. No one is above the rules, that is the spirit of law. I'm sorry, but I cannot accept your way of thinking. I see, that's a shame. Even so. The gavel must slam down at the conclusion of a trial. Even if you, or the defense attorney, or the suspect do not consent to the verdict. All you can do is accept the blessings of the Goddess of Law. Or, will you fight it, and risk losing your badge? She means to take my badge if I don't obey. Aww, that's too bad. It seems you understand. Now then, guards, please proceed. Oh wow, they're on their side. What the fuck? Hold it right there! Hey, what are you doing? Are you supposed to be on our side? You should listen to the new prosecutor in charge. I don't want to work for you, pal. But isn't that the job of a flatfoot? We're at an overwhelming disadvantage here. It's useless to resist any longer. Detective Gumshoe, you are now under Mr. DeBest's authority. But that's... Your Honour? Yes, what is it? This does not mean I have accepted your decision. We will meet again. Certainly. I look forward to that day. Let's go, Kay. Yeah. Wait, don't forget. I'll be reporting today's events to that person. Okay. I still don't know if he's on about Phoenix. Or somebody else. Oh god, I nearly said no. Overruled! Oh, we're back in our office. How nice. Alright. Mr. Edgeworth, just what happened yesterday? Those two people, their attitude was just unforgivable. Yeah, DeBest and Courtney. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm here to clean up the mess you've made. Prosecutorial Investigation Committee has decreed that you will be taken off the case. And Sebastian has been appointed to take over the case. That is all. Judge Courtney and Mr. DeBest. They were certainly ruthless. But what I'm more concerned about is... just what is the PIC thinking? I'm worried about what they will do from here on. I have a bad feeling about... oh god, about this. Got bloody hiccups. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, are you listening to me? Yes, I'm listening. You're not going to give up on this case, are you? No, I don't plan on backing down, not with the current situation as it is. If I were to silently stand by, that would only validate their claims. But I no longer have investigation rights. What should I do now? Oh, we're getting a call. What is it, Detective Gumshoe? Bad news, sir. I heard something down at the precinct. It sounds like they've already arrested a suspect in yesterday's case. What? Who is it? I don't know yet, sir. But if we go down to the detention centre, we can ask. Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth. Even if I can't investigate, meeting with the suspect should not be an issue. Alright, we're heading over to the detention centre. I'll also head over, on the double, sir. Detective, won't that interfere with your job? I gotta investigate the scene of the crime anyway, so it should be okay, sir. Alright, we'll meet up with you there. Roger, sir. Oh, Gumshoe, he does anything to be by Edgeworth's side. Let's go, Kay. Okay. Jesus. Oh, so we're back here. Alright, we've gone full circle. It's about the same time, too. He's not coming, is he? He's not. It's happening all over again. Don't joke about that. No way, I mean it. It's not happening. Yes, it's happening, alright. There's just someone here to talk to you. Okay. That sounds like a pretty screechy voice, huh? Who the hell? No way, no way, no way! Don't be so stubborn. Who is this person? Who the f... But aren't prosecutors like crazy scary or something? Always giving you a death glare? Pardon me, but would you happen to be the suspect? I knew it. Okay, why does this man seem so distraught? Well, because you are, you. That doesn't help me at all. Hello, Mr. Suspect. Would you mind talking to us for a little bit? Who are you? I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday. Well, it's just a part-time job. I'm just taking a vacation from my real job. I don't remember hiring you. This is Mr. Edgeworth. He's a prosecutor, but he's not as scary as he looks, so it's okay. How rude. Really? Really, really? Really? Oh god, stop glaring at him. Anyway, can you tell us your name, Mr. Suspect? Yeah, I'm Simon Keyes. Nice to meet you, Simon. You can just call me Kay. Kay? I'm Miles Edgeworth, a prosecutor. I'd appreciate a word with you. Please. It's for your own good, Simon. Really? Does he open his eyes? Finally, I'll be able to get... oh. I don't know what the hell I was trying to read. Finally, it looks like we'll be able to get something out of him, thanks to care. Simon Keyes. First, I'd like you to tell me a little bit about yourself. No way, not that. I couldn't do that. Impossible. I'm not worthy. There's nothing interesting about me. Your occupation? No way, not that. It's no big deal, honest. Yeah, I'm just a regular employee. Good grief. Who the what the heck? Horace Knightley. About the victim, Knightley. I don't think he's going to talk to me about this. Okay. Simon, did you know Mr. Knightley from somewhere? Knightley? Yeah, I did. He was a friend. A friend? So... did he know that Knightley was arrested? Did you know that Mr. Knightley was arrested? Yeah, I came here to meet him. So he visited the detention centre too. When was that? When did you visit him here? So she's reading our thoughts. It was 2 days ago, in the afternoon. I received a call from the police, so I came over right away. From the police? Why did you get a call from the police? It was a request from Knightley. He had a message for me. A message? Yeah, he wanted me to bring him his pocket-sized chessboard. So I retrieved it from his house and came here to give it to him. Did he say chessboard? Did you say chessboard? Is Kay stealing my thoughts? No, Mr. Edgeworth. It's just written on your face. Oh, that's great. I was just guessing from your facial expressions. See, I could be a useful assistant, right? So, do you know what we need to do next? You bet. We gotta show that to Simon, right? Correct. Let's present it and see how he reacts. Alright, Simon, what do you make of this? Do you recognise this chessboard? That's Knightley's. Just as I thought. Chessboard data updated. Oh, Simon brought it to him at his request. Okay. So I'll say, what does it have to update? This was found in Mr. Knightley's corpse. He always carried a chessboard with him. It's just like him to have one until his last breath. It sounds like you two are really close, Simon. Yeah, we were best friends. At least, I thought we were. But maybe I was wrong. Huh? Because I never imagined he would murder someone. Having someone close to you turn out to be a murderer. Reality can be so cruel. It's not something most people can easily accept. I never imagined we would part ways like this. Mr. Edgeworth, something's definitely strange here. There's no way Simon could have killed Mr. Knightley. Indeed, I certainly can't see a motive at all. However, the fact remains that he was the one who was arrested on that charge. Just what was the justification for doing so? Reasons for arrest. So, why were you arrested? Oh. I guess he still won't respond to me. Well, I don't know. Looks like he's finally warming up to you. Whew, that's a great help. This morning, a police officer barged into my house. Before I knew it, he had brought me here. Was there a prosecutor accompanying him at the time? I remember a prosecutor called Best, or something was there too. So, it was that rookie prosecutor. Then, I guess the police haven't dragged you into questioning yet, huh? Are the police going to interrogate me? Yep, that's right, because you're the suspect. No way, no way, no way, no way. Aren't detectives like crazy abusive or something? Always bossing you around with their big bodies. Detective Gumshoe is on the scene. I knew it. Please don't beat me with your thick arms. I can't take it anymore. Someone call the police. Oh, poor Gumshoe. What's gone into him, sir? Well, it's because you're you, detective. Huh? I don't get it, sir. I know Simon has to be innocent, Mr. Edgeworth. Can't we do something? Simon Keys. Yes? You are Mr. Knightley's best friend. You only just met with him 2 days ago. You say you didn't kill him. Are you certain about this? Yes, I am. I wouldn't harm a fly. I see. That's enough for me. I shall offer my assistance in proving your innocence. What's the point in helping little old me? It's not just for you. In this case, I have a personal stake in it as well. That's right. We gotta get back at those two from yesterday. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm fired up, sir. But I don't have any investigation rights at the moment. Since I won't be able to obtain information myself, your role is most vital. I'm sure we can rely on you to fill in any holes in information we have. Help us help you, that's all I ask. Ah, I just had an idea. Why don't you just borrow a defense attorney's badge, sir? Come on, there's no way Mr. Edgeworth could do that. This isn't the time to be joking around. But I wasn't joking. Helping the suspect is a defense attorney's job, pal. Jeez, don't worry about that. Doesn't matter what Mr. Edgeworth's job is. All we gotta do is find the real murderer. So, let's get moving. Okay, pal. I'm sure you understand, but if the investigation results prove that you are the murderer, no hard feelings, but I will show no mercy. But you don't need to be scared. I believe in your story, at least for now. All you need to do is believe in us and wait patiently. There's nothing to fear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be off. There we go. Eat free, live free in prison. What the hell? Alright, so we're in the hallway. So we're all fired up and ready to go. But we still can't enter the part of the prison where the murder occurred. You can't investigate. The only thing you can do now is defend him in court, sir. But how are we supposed to do that? We can't. Huh? Hey, it's Ray. If it isn't Prosecutor Edgeworth and his merry gang. What are you guys doing here? Did you come here to harass Mr. Edgeworth again, pal? What are you talking about, big guy? Uncle Ray's just here to do his job. Your job? Oh yeah, you're a defense attorney, right? Okay, you're as cutiful as ever. Cutiful? I might not look like it, but your Uncle Ray's a hotshot defense attorney. I'm here to meet with a new client today. What was his name again? Shine Monkeys or something? What? You mean Simon Keys? That's it. Okay, looks like you know the deal. Mr. Edgeworth, here's the defense attorney. I thought as much. Guess we have no choice but to resort to that method. In the past, whenever I had to investigate cases I was not placed in charge of... okay. I was able to gain access by becoming a subordinate to whomever was in charge. There we go. Not my preferred option, but it's the only one I have now. Mr. Shields, if I may ask. By the way, I don't take on sidekicks. I refuse to take on male assistants who lack charm. Especially someone who was like a son to Von Karma. Mr. Shields, as I thought, he won't forgive me so easily. Oh, well, there goes that idea. Mr. Shields, I understand that you cannot forgive me for what I've done. I'm also fully aware of your hatred towards those involved with Von Karma. I don't know if you'll believe me, but I'm no longer the same as I was back then. Back when I idolized Von Karma. Yeah, pal, Mr. Edgeworth is a changed man. He is. Sure, he may have been a cruel, inhuman prosecutor in the past. But now he's a completely different pal. When you put it that bluntly, it kind of hurts. That's right, Mr. Edgeworth's not a bad guy anymore. I wouldn't even call him a prosecutor. He's more like, a hero, yeah. He even helped me out in that big case last month. A hero? That's some pretty big talk there, Missy. I thought I called her a sissy. He's a magnificent hero, although he'd be no match for a great thief like me. Mr. Shields, don't the actions of the PIC appear strange to you? I believe there may be something else hidden behind this case. I can't afford to quit at this juncture. Please, let me help you with the investigation. I'm begging you. Huh. Never expected you to grovel like this. It sure looked like you've changed alright. Oh, sure looks. And I am kind of interested in the cause of all this. You're interested? In what changed me? If I had to say, it would probably be the courtroom itself. All the experiences I've had and all the people I've met inside the courtroom. And perhaps reuniting with my old friends. Never expected you of all people to change. Who would have thought that you'd lay open your heart like that? I'm sure that man would be surprised as well. Guess I can't turn you away. Maybe long overdue, but allow me to properly reintroduce myself. If you'd be so kind as to read this. Wait, what? Edgeworth Law Offices, Raymond Shields, Head Attorney? Edgeworth? Mr. Shields was an assistant to my deceased father. Oh! Gregory Edgeworth. Really? Your father was a defense attorney? So that means that man Mr. Shields talked about is... Correct. My cute little K. Prosecutor Edgeworth's old man. I never changed the name of the firm. It's my way of showing my appreciation for his help. Prosecutor Edgeworth. No, wait. Miles. Uncle Ray doesn't fully trust you just yet. It may have been temporary, but the fact remains. You were once a disciple of Von Karma. You say that you've changed, but you'll need to prove it to me with your actions. Even your old man would have wanted it this way. Yes, I understand. Alright, I'm getting tired of all this stuffy talk. Let's give it a rest and move. For now, I'll make you my temporary assistant. How does that sound? I'm sorry to trouble you, but this outcome is kind of moving, yeah? The prodigal son returning to work in his late father's law firm. What about me? What about me? Of course, you can help too, Kay. Alright, thanks a lot, Mr. Shields. I mean, boss. Now then, let's get right to work. Let's see. First off, what do you think we should do, Miles? That's right. I had someone finish business yesterday. So it wasn't the victim, but rather it was the first person to discover the body who screamed. Okay, so who was that? Why don't we find them and listen to what they have to say? Yeah, that's it. Uncle Ray thinks so too. Upbeat as always. Okay, with that decided, let's hurry up and grill him. So what am I supposed to do? Detectives can't help defense attorneys. I can't just leave him be. Detective, I'll give you a special assignment. I want you to assist Mr. DeBest in his investigation and follow his orders. And then, if you discover anything useful, I want you to share it with us. Detective, this is a job that only you can do. Can we count on you? Yes, sir. Leave it to me. I'm really good at leaking investigation reports to defense attorneys. Normally, that would be a problem for me, but it may come in handy this time. Yeah, he does that all the time with Phoenix. Alright, let's get moving, shall we? Time to go to jail. Alright. We're in the prison hallway. Wait, is that Polly? Hold the phone. Is that Polly and, Yoni Yogi? Is that who's in the prison? Now then, where's the person who first discovered the body? For now, all we can do is ask around. Hold it right there. Ooh, what the hell? Holy crap, that's a thick coat. Who is this woman? Excuse me, but... Oh, you're simply irresistible. Huh? Do you mean me? Very nice indeed. What an elegant moustache. It's a pleasure to meet you, mademoiselle. Defense Attorney Ray Shields, at your service. How about we exchange greetings with a hug? Ho 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 ho! But of course, I've just realised there's a dog. Or whatever is around her face. Neck. Fox. It just went out to hug. That was weird. That was a very cartoony kiss. Uncle Ray's lips. A proper greeting should begin with a hug and a kiss. It's almost like it was stolen from him. Yes, a remarkable feat of quickness that would put a great thief to shame. Oh my god, the thing around her neck. I feel that close contact is very important. This goes for my family. Wait, this goes for my family here in my home as well. Quite a splendid way of thinking there. I am the warden, Patricia Rowland. But please, just call me Patty. The warden? So she's in charge of the prison and detention centre. Nice to meet you. I am Miles Edgeworth. I'm a Mr. Shields' assistant. Pardon me for asking, but were you here in the prison yesterday? But of course, yesterday was a day that I wouldn't have missed for the world. Wouldn't have missed for the world? Did you have some kind of important meeting? Oh heavens no, I despise meetings. It was the animal show, of course. Oh. A wonderful spectacle featuring animals dancing and flying through the air. Isn't this the circus theme from Justice for All? I always see it along with everyone else in our home. We're one big happy family. We built a special stage in the courtyard just for this performance. A performance for the prisoners' enjoyment. Yesterday, Elbert mentioned some kind of recreation. I suppose the animal show was what he was referring to. Oh. When did the show take place? It started at 8 AM and ended around 10 AM. That's exactly when the body was discovered. So whoever saw the show... pardon me, would probably have an alibi. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going. I have business to attend to. Please take your time and have a look around our home. Do I get to move around? So, where shall we start, Mr. Edgeworth? There was a prisoner who heard the scream from the person who first discovered the body. Let's start by talking with him. Oh, I can't! That's Polly, though. Oh man. I know that's Polly. Oh, it would have been cool if you could have interacted with Yana Yogi. Maybe this guy knows. Where is the person who first discovered the body? Right now. Around this time, I think he should be in the workroom in the back. The workroom? I should go take a look. So that's workroom A, workroom B. Hey, you there. I'd like to ask you some questions. So cute. It really is. Hey, you. Meow. You finally noticed me. By the way, what's this cat's name? His name is Nermal. Why don't they keep meowing? That's enough. Carry on with your duties. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Can we just go on in? Hello? Is this occupied? Okay, that's not a restroom. Hey guard, do you have a minute? Sir, what is it? Is anyone using that workroom right now? Presently, there is one prisoner working inside. I'm positive he's been in there since the noon roll call. We would like to ask the prisoner a few questions, if that is acceptable. Yes sir, I'll bring him out, so please, wait a moment. I'll leave this to you, Miles. What do you mean? Because I don't know what kind of scary guy will come out of that room. Mr. Shields, you're a scaredy cat. Even though you're an adult? Same to you, Kay. Oh. Here he comes. Oh my god. It's fucking... Frank saw it. God, it's weird seeing him from a different perspective. Oh, good day to you, sirs. Are you the ones who requested my presence? He doesn't seem like a dangerous criminal. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor. A prosecutor? Is that right? Forgive him, he meant... I'm Ray Shields, a defense attorney. Mr. Shields? His demeanor completely changed once he saw who we were dealing with. Sorry about that. My assistant says strange things sometimes. He's not a prosecutor, he's my assistant. Hey, get your act together, Miles. I guess I messed up. I forgot about my new job. No wonder I thought you were different from the prosecutor who visited me yesterday. It looks like he's already spoken to the best. May we ask you a few questions? Oh yes, of course, you may. My name is Frank Sawit. It is him. Okay, go for it, Miles. I guess I'll be asking the questions, after all. Mr. Sawit, you are aware of the murder that occurred here yesterday, correct? Where were you when the body was discovered? I was in this room, where I had been working. What kind of work? Well, my goal is to become a pet groomer. An animal beautician, so to speak. Oh yes, I was inside cultivating my skills. In any other prison, such training would be unheard of. Oh dear. That was all, honestly. I did not see a thing. Why did he say that? I haven't even asked him anything yet. Which is why, sad to say, I won't be any help to you. Mr. Sawyer, I haven't asked you anything yet. No, wait, that's... Even if you were to ask, I would not... You... know something, don't you? Oh, that's... It seems he is indeed hiding something. Let's try to press it out of him. With chess. Do we actually have 2 rounds of logic chess? Well, we do. First, let us assess the layout of the board. My opponent's condition is... Holy crap, he's got 3 pieces. A bishop, a queen, and a pawn. I'm afraid I didn't see a thing, so I won't be any help to you. This man's expressions do not change much. It's a true poker face. It may be difficult to read his emotions from his body language. Perhaps I should focus on how he phrases his words. It may reveal what's on his mind. Now for the opening move. So... I'll start by asking about who this man is. Even if he hides his emotions, if I push the right buttons, I'm sure I'll cause a change. So what do we ask? What do we get to choose? Oh, are you involved with the case? Are you involved with this case? Are you referring to the murder that occurred inside this prison? I had nothing to do with it at all. Is that true? I would never dream of being involved in a murder plot. How should I put it? I'm an upright model citizen after all. You're an upright model citizen. Common sense tells me an upright model citizen would have never ended up behind bars. Oh! Well, that is... Tell me what you know about the incident. I already told you, I don't know a damn thing. Oh, I really don't know anything. Wait and see. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for that outburst. But I will be of no assistance. Pardon my rudeness, it's just that the murder occurred in this rather confined prison. It seems unnatural that you do not know anything about it. Oh? Unnatural? Is that so? Wait, if you're looking for the person who discovered the body, you should try someone else. Did I say who we were looking for? How did you know we were looking for the person who discovered the body? I don't recall saying a word about that. Are you sure you don't know anything? Does he have a wig on? No. It was merely a hunch I had. I am but a humble pet groomer in training. I honestly have no recollection of the murder. I'm positive that this man is hiding something. For my next move, I'll ask him about his movements on the day of the murder. Oh, I got my time back. Woo! This man has suppressed his emotions. I will expose his true nature hidden beneath that suspicious smile. What happened on the day of the murder? Let's talk about what happened on the day of the murder. If you truly had nothing to do with it, there shouldn't be a problem, correct? Oh, well, I've got the hiccups again. On the day of the murder, there was a lot going on. Oh god. Tell me about your movements. Tell me what you were doing on the day. Not on that day. As I mentioned earlier, I was cultivating my skills as a groomer in training. I was trimming the coats of the animals at the time. Didn't the murder cause a panic? I imagine the entire prison must have been in an uproar. Well, but there was no panic. I could even hear someone's voice. Was it a scream you heard? Someone's voice. Judging from the circumstances, I suppose it was a scream that you heard. So you do have a recollection of the murder. Hey, fun puns. How's it going? You kept insisting that you knew absolutely nothing about the murder, but you do not give credence to your claims. Oh! But well, I thought I heard someone's voice, but... In any case, I don't remember it very well. The scream at the time of the murder. It might be a clue. Better keep that in mind. What happened on the day of the murder? Talk about what happened on the day of the murder. If you truly had nothing to do with it, there shouldn't be any problem. Yeah. On the day of the murder, there was a lot going on. Tell me about the stay at the prison. What was the stay at the prison at the time? I don't remember it too well. My memory is rather poor. Let's try using that clue. I thought you heard a scream. You don't remember? Ridiculous. Didn't you say earlier that you heard a scream? That wasn't... I could very well be mistaken. At any rate, I honestly do not remember. You still do not remember. Enough with your lies. I ain't lying, you... I mean, I'm telling the truth. Wait, whoa. Wait and see. Oh, you're not ruining the mood, don't worry about it. In any case, I was absorbed in grooming the animals. By the way, how skilled would you say you are in animal grooming? My technique with the scissors still needs some work. But I am very confident in my handling of the animals. When the animals became frightened, I calmed them with my gentle hands. Frightened? Why would the animals have become frightened? I don't think that's a common occurrence. But well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Did the scream frighten the animals? Woohoo! Perhaps the reason they were frightened was because of someone's scream. Why are you trying so hard to hide the fact that there was a scream? Are you concealing some vital information from me? Oh, that's only 2 pieces down. Sheesh. I am doing nothing of the sort. It's true that I heard some sort of scream, but I'm not trying to hide it. He's starting to show his true colours. I should be more aggressive. With my next move, I'll ask him about the scream. It's time to give him a taste of the futility of keeping a secret from me. So when did you hear it? Who did the scream belong to? When did you hear it? When did you hear the scream? That's it. I just remembered. At the time of the murder, there was an event going on. It was the animal show. I had gone there to see it. So you're saying that since you were watching the show, you did not hear the scream? That's completely different from everything you've said up until now. Shut up, so what if it is? I mean, my memory is just so hazy. We'll wait and see. The animal show was very enjoyable. What kind of animals performed in the show? Well, I believe I saw a whale? You didn't see the show, did you? You liar, you didn't see the animal show at all. Well, that is... I sort of saw it and I sort of didn't. God, he's just all over the place, isn't he? Sheesh. He didn't see the show. This could be a clue. Who did the scream belong to? Do you know who the scream belonged to? Well, I was mistaken. When the incident occurred, I just happened to be in the courtyard. That's why I did not hear the scream. Let's try using that glue. I love how Edgeworth just basically points me in the right direction. Ooh, it's a bishop that we're using for once. Ooh! Just how deep are you going to dig your pit of lies? It's obvious that you did not see the animal show. Oh! There's no way out of this. Tell me what really happened. Confess everything you know about the scream. I cannot answer what I cannot answer. I didn't hear the scream. From the person who discovered the body. Wait, I'll make you hear a scream. Don't you mean the victim scream? That's strange. Normally, if you hear a scream during a murder, it's usually from the victim. Why would you think the scream was from the person who discovered the body? Oh, my mistake. How? How did you know the scream was from the person who discovered the body? Well, that's because... you're the one who got murdered! No, you're the one who found the body. Allow me to answer for you. That is because you're the one who discovered the body, and the scream that was heard when the murder occurred didn't come from the victim. It came from you when you discovered the body. Oh! Checkmated. Who do you think you are? It's just as you say, but what gives you the right to do this? Checkmate. Oh yeah! Ah, logic chess. It's so fun. Very nice. It's now clear who discovered the body. You have no more reason to withhold your testimony, correct? Very well, I'll tell you. But I doubt my testimony is worth hearing. Whether or not it is worth hearing is for me to decide. I will expose the truth with my own hands. That is my sole duty. Who... oh, I thought it was Ray. I think you're a little off there, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean? We're not trying to expose the truth, we're trying to save Simon. Isn't our goal to help out our clients? I mean, you're not a prosecutor right now, you're a defense attorney's assistant. Well said there, Kay. She's right on the money. Miles. The official task of the Edgeworth law offices is to defend our clients. Your old man who founded the firm truly valued the bonds he had with his clients. So, if you're not willing to do the same, maybe you aren't cut out for this job. I don't want to fire you on the spot either, so you have a heart, okay? The heart of a defense attorney, huh? In any case, it's important that we hear the testimony of the person who discovered the body. Start talking, Mr. Sawyer. Tell me what happened when you found the body. So I can't believe he's had a reappearance. When I found the body, I was in the workroom over there practicing my skills. By some chance, I got curious about the adjacent workroom and went to the door. Up to the door. I peeked in through the small window on the door. Then I saw him lying there. A man, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself letting out a scream. Okay, that's simple enough. If I may confirm one thing. You were in the room right next to the one where the dead body was found. Within the prison, we call it Workroom B. You were in there the whole time on the day of the murder. Yes. After the 7 AM roll call, I remained inside the whole time. In this prison, we have roll call 3 times a day. At 7 AM, noon, and 9 PM. And they check the workrooms during those times too? Exactly. I see. So during the 7 AM roll call, there was nothing amiss. And Knightley's body was not in the workroom yet. So, prison roll call 3 times a day, 7 AM, noon, and 9 PM. Body was not found during the 7 AM roll call. Okay. So it sounds like the murder occurred after 7 AM, huh? And that's right when the animal show started. Correct. The other prisoners went to see the animal show. Meaning anyone who did not see the show does not have an alibi. Do you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Sawyer? Yes, that is certainly true. However, I merely discovered the body. His testimony has a clear contradiction. I should press him about that first. So when he found the body. So, in the room, practicing his skills. By practicing you mean, of course... Yes, my grooming training. For I am a model prisoner. I somehow doubt that. Yeah, I do too. Some chance I got curious about the adjacent workroom, so I went up to the door. Actually, hang on, if a prisoner gets too close to the door, doesn't the alarm go off? Or the sensor? Yeah, there. He wouldn't have even been able to leave the room that he was in. Yeah, because prisoners can't move around freely. Ho 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 ho, Mr. Sawit. You're talking a load of shit. To be fair, I'm pretty sure that line's used in the first Ace Attorney game because Mr. Sawit was the witness who turned out to be the murderer. And I'm pretty sure Phoenix actually says Mr. Sawit should be called Mr. Did It. So Mr. Sawit, please stop telling such feeble lies. You don't seem to understand your position. My position? I used to be a newspaper salesman, but then I took up the pet groomer training. Actually, didn't he use that excuse in the court as well, that he sells newspapers when he was actually just burglarizing homes? What about that bracelet on your wrist? It proves that you are unmistakably a prisoner. And as long as you wear that bracelet, you should not be able to move around as you please. As soon as you went through the door, the sensor would have sounded the alarm. Oh, that is... Peeking into the adjacent room is impossible, when you couldn't even leave the one you were in. Ah! Hooey! Nice one, Miles. That was a real humdinger. But does that mean Mr. Sawit didn't see the body? I'm not sure. Perhaps. We should let the man himself explain it to us. Huh? You see, that is, well... Forgive me, it appears my previous explanation was lacking. I shall clearly explain how I was able to see the body. Magic. Very well, let us hear your revised testimony. Alright, so what shit you gonna be talking this time? When I found it, part 2. There is a rather well-known technique among the prisoners here. If the hand with the bracelet stays in the room, you can step out without sounding the alarm. That's how I was able to peek into the adjacent room. What is he, Stretch Armstrong? He is... The distance between the doors is pretty large. The moment I realised that the man inside was dead, I let out a scream. So that means... maybe he could. The doors are right next to one another. He kept his arm inside Workroom B while he peeked into the adjacent room. I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention this to anyone, especially the guards, okay? Was that what he was trying to hide earlier? Should try asking him for more details about a few other things as well. I mean, to be fair, every time you're in a rebuttal or an argument with anybody, the person you're talking to is usually chatting a bunch of shit. Okay, alright, just press everything. So tell me more about this technique. Certainly, here's how it works. Alright, pressing it was pointless. All you gain by doing that is a small degree of freedom. Naturally, but it is all that we have left to enjoy. I'm shocked that you enjoy such a thing. Have you truly reflected on what you've done? But of course, for I am a model prisoner. Your definition of model is highly suspicious. Regardless, was that the technique you used? Yes, that's correct. I made sure no guards were around when I did it. That's how I was able to peek into the adjacent room. Why would you do something so troublesome and potentially dangerous? I heard a noise coming from the adjacent room. It seemed odd to me, as there should not have been anyone inside. So you peeked into the adjacent workroom as soon as you heard the noise? Yes, of course. I peeked in as soon as I could. I see. Is there a problem with that statement? Well, yeah, if he peeked in as soon as he heard a noise, would he not have seen the person that did the deed? There is a problem. There's always a problem. So you looked into the adjacent room immediately after you heard the noise. If that was true, then you should have seen more than just a dead body. You should have seen the person who made the noise. That is, well... He looks really shaken. Mr. Sawyer, answer me. What did you really see? If you intend to remain silent, I'll have no choice but to assume that you are complicit to the murder. Oh, please forgive me. It's just that I couldn't even believe what I saw myself. It may have been just a dream. I hesitate to even recall it. Tell me what happened. Very well. I will be frank with you. I saw a dog. It was a nightmarish scene. Huh? A large black dog. Oh Jesus. Was biting into the neck of the victim. What did you say? It was a truly hellish scene. That dog killed him. I think I'm gonna be sick. That's some grade A trauma right there. I was chilled to my very core, and let out a shriek. A man-eating dog inside this zoo of a prison. Yeah, the black dog. According to Sawyer's testimony, the dog was biting the victim's body. Barks at me a lot. That was everything I saw. Do you believe me now? Yes, I do. I doubt one would be able to lie about something like that. Would you add that to your testimony? Certainly. So the moment I realised the man inside was dead, I let out a scream. Okay. Able to peek into the adjacent room. Ah, and to my horror, there was a black dog biting his neck. A black dog was biting the victim's neck. Yes, blood came pouring out. And as a result, the dog's mouth became stained with it. Ugh. Stop. You don't need to get that detailed. At that time, was the victim... Mr. Edgeworth, why'd you ask him that? Kay, why'd you hit Uncle Ray? The man did not even flinch. He must have been dead already. But the blood continued to gush from his neck. He most likely had passed away already. His hands moved nary an inch. Way too much detail. Are you doing this on purpose? Certainly not. I'm just trying to give an accurate testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, shall I add that statement to my testimony? If you would. It was terrifying. A truly terrifying sight. He most likely had passed away already. His hands moved nary an inch. The ring with the snowflake insignia glimmered, with no purpose but to catch my eye. Whoa, okay, that's detailed. We didn't even know that. To be fair, we didn't actually add anything about the ring to our evidence, or our organizer. Present! A ring with a snowflake insignia. Yes, that is correct. It was clearly engraved on the surface. I see, your testimony is very accurate. But it's a little too accurate, if you ask me. And what's wrong with being accurate? You state that you saw a ring with a snowflake insignia engraved into it. And it is true that the victim was wearing such a ring. See? Was I not correct? That is not the issue I have with your testimony. Take a look at this picture. Okay, so now we're sure. Oh! He wouldn't have been able to see it. As you can see, the right hand is covered by a sheet. It should not have been possible for you to see the engraving on the ring, unless you had approached the body and lifted up the sheet for yourself. You said you only looked into the workroom through the door, and yet you gave such a detailed account of what you saw. Who do you think you are? Acting all high and mighty. I'm telling you, I saw what I saw. Oh, the victim must have moved his arm after I saw it. He couldn't move. I don't think so. You said as much earlier. His hand moves nary an inch. The man did not even flinch. He must have been dead already. The victim was already dead. How would he have been able to move his arm? Uh-oh, busted! This guy's looking pretty suspicious now, yeah. Frank saw it. What are you hiding, you scoundrel? Ooh, no I ain't. I am not. That is... you're wrong. I know what I saw. Oh, he has got a wig. Nice. Oh, this game and the entire series is incredible. Shut up already. Stop making a fuss about every little thing I say. You're just a defense attorney's assistant. He's finally shown his true self. Whoa, I guess the cat's out of the bag. A black hairy one at that. Just went flying. I'm just your friendly neighborhood witness. Are you really just a witness? I would say that you are rather suspicious. What was that? You saw something that you could not have... Wait, you saw something that... that could not have been seen from outside of the room. How is that possible? The logic behind it is simple. Mr. Saw It, this is where you saw the body from. Am I literally just presenting workroom A? Yeah, I guess so. You was inside the room. When you discovered the body, you went inside the room where it laid. Since you saw the engraving on the ring, that is the only possibility. Huh. Even if you say that, you ain't got no evidence, do you? Where's the evidence that shows that I was in that room? I was grooming pets at that time. In the room adjacent to where the body was found. I even went so far as to borrow some rubber gloves. Show me the evidence that proves I was in the room where the body was found. I mean, there you go. There's your evidence. Mr. Sawyer, what were you doing when the body was discovered? Didn't I tell you already? I was practicing being a pet groomer. I see. In that case, do you happen to recognize this glove? Oh, that's... This was found near the body. It is believed to have been dropped by the culprit. By the way, I noticed that you also have a rubber glove hanging out of your apron pocket. No, this is... something else. Yes, it just looks like a glove. Looks like you're missing one of your gloves. You can't find gloves like these anywhere in this prison. Your evidence proves nothing. Perhaps we should hand this glove over to the police for fingerprinting. I'm certain they will find some interesting results. Oh! Ooh, wow. Is he having a breakdown? Is it breakdown, breakdown, breakdown? I love when they have a breakdown. It's over. Objection. Who the fuck was that? They had a really nice voice. Jesus, what the... Pretty cool, right? My objection voice. Holy shit! Mr. Shields, could you save the jokes for later? I'm not joking, because it's not over yet. There's still something else. Something that's clearly odd. That guy's a prisoner, you know? He's got the bracelet and all. Oh yeah, so he does. That's right. How did he get into the other workroom? I would probably say the rubber glove. The sensor would have set off the alarm, right? No, maybe not. He's right, that's the only thing we don't know yet. Not so fast, Mr. Prisoner. Could you fill us in? That's pretty weird. The bracelet should have been his last line of defense. Defense? That's right, Kay. It was useful evidence for Mr. Prisoner here. He could have claimed that due to the bracelet he wasn't able to enter the room. But he didn't say a word about it. Is there any reason why you didn't? Huh. The silent treatment, eh? Well, the judge yesterday did say that silence is golden. Wow. You really are a hotshot defense attorney, Mr. Shields. Defense attorneys always remain calm in a pinch, and smile in the face of danger. That's what your old man taught me. The defense attorney's creed, yeah? So, what's the deal? Why didn't you mention anything about the bracelet? Oh, now he's back to his old set. Where'd he get the fucking hair from? The truth is, it's broken. Broken? Some time ago, I took a spill and the bracelet hit the floor, with a loud bang. Ever since then, it has not been able to activate the sensor. Forgive me. It was so convenient, I didn't want to report it. I see. So the bracelet was broken. But did it really break so easily? If that is true, then there is a problem with the prison's security. You over there, may I have a moment? Oh, he's playing with the cat again. Here, kitty kitty. You're such a cute little guy. Yes, you are. Excuse me. Yes, what can I do for you? Oh, what can I do for Meow? This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken. What? Really? That's not good at all. I'll contact the person in charge and have it replaced immediately. Thank you. I'll be holding onto the broken bracelet for the time being. So, Frank saw its bracelet. Frank saw its bracelet. At the time of the incident, it was broken and did not respond to the door's sensor. Yes, sir. Please take care of it. Alright. Now that the bracelet's been taken care of, shall we move to arresting you for murder? What? Perish the thought, I didn't kill anyone. But your bracelet was broken, right? Doesn't that mean you could have gone anywhere you wanted during the animal show? But all I did was find the body, honest. And it is true that I saw the dog biting his neck. However, I entered the workroom after the dog had left. Why did you do that? Well, it was just... I was curious if he had anything of value on him. So he was planning to loot the corpse. That's why he remembers Knightley's ring so well. Why are you looking at me, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm a great thief. Please don't put me on the same level as him. But I didn't take a thing. The animal show had ended and the other prisoners were making their way back down here. I hurried back to my workroom and let out a scream to deceive the others. And that's when you dropped your rubber glove. Ah. Guess his story holds up. What do you think, Miles? Whether he is the murderer or not, one big question remains. How did Knightley get all the way from his holding cell to the prison? You're right about that, it's a real stumper. And there's something Mr. Sawyer said in his testimony that I'm very concerned about. If that dog had any part of the murder, or in the murder... Mr. Sawyer? Yes? What is it? Were there any other prisoners who didn't see the animal show? Yes, there is only one other that I know of. And this prisoner wouldn't have been able to see the show even if he wanted to, correct? Yes, that's correct. Why do you ask? Just as I thought. I had my suspicions as soon as I saw that black dog. That fiendish criminal. I never expected him to be held here in the prison. Where is his cell? Who the hell are they on about? I don't even know. And I don't think they're going to prove he did it, because I don't think he did do it. Do you intend to meet him? Him? Who's him? He's a very special man. He received very special treatment, and... Oh, forgive me. I need to watch what I say about him. However, if you value your lives, I would advise you to stay away from him. Hey, cut it out already. You're giving me the creeps. A puppet master in the shadows, huh? Yeah, I still value my life. He's been held in the special cell. Over there, in that direction. Oh, okay. So is that where we're going now? The special cell. It certainly seems like he received special treatment. Also, just who is this him, anyway? To protect my own life, all I can tell you is that he is the oldest prisoner here. My deepest apologies. But I can't say any more. He is truly terrifying. Care to fill me in? It feels like you're leaving Uncle Ray behind here. He is someone I knew in the past. Let's head for the special cell. I believe that black dog should be there as well. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Oh yeah, good point. I'm not entirely sure. Probably. Hey, it's pitch black in here. I can't see a thing at all. Aren't you always talking about how the Yatagarasu is able to flap even in the darkest night? Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight. This just reminds me of Team Rocket's slogan. One alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Oh-ho! That was pretty cool. But still, I can't see what I can't see. I'm still just a human. Uh-oh, it's the dog. Oh dear. Is that dog in the cell? Oh Jesus! Mr. Edgeworth, I presume? That voice. It can only be. It's been far too long. So, you still remember me? It would be impossible to forget, because it was you who did what none could do. And placed me here in this cell. Don't tell me that dog is talking to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Is there someone else there? I can't see anything though. Down, boy. It is rude to frighten the visitors. Here, allow me to illuminate this dark room. Who the hell is this? Oh. Such noisy visitors. From the voices and footsteps, 2 more in the back. But it would be rude not to introduce myself. I am called Sir Handogan. Mr. Edgeworth and I, we are old acquaintances. This man is a former assassin. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The blind assassin, Sir Handogan. His weapons are sharp knives and a ferocious dog. His appearance is always accompanied by the sound of a bell. It is said that the ringing of this bell in the darkness is the last sound his victims hear. Would you be so kind as to share the reason why you have come, Mr. Edgeworth? That will not be necessary. You are already well aware of why we're here. Oh no, I really don't know why he got all this stuff. He's a special prisoner. I don't know why a special prisoner exists. All prisoners should be treated as equal. They're all scumbags. It seems we know each other quite well. What the fuck? Oh. Murder suspect. We suspect your dog of committing the murder. The witness who discovered the body saw him biting it. There must be some mistake. My boy is obedient. He would never do such a thing. Right, Anubis? Good boy, good boy. Anubis may be your guide dog, but you raised him to be a vicious killer. He was one of the weapons you used as an assassin. To begin with, is the witness of a reliable sort? It's true that Sort is also one of the suspects, and it's difficult to say if we can trust his testimony. In any case, I think you have the wrong dog. Right, Anubis? Right, boy? I wonder if he knows who the witness is. The alibi! I would like to hear your alibi from 8 AM to 10 AM yesterday morning. During the animal show, I was in my humble cell the entire time. I took up whittling recently. My focus was solely on the wood and chisel in my hands. I think everywhere has special prisoners. It's a stupid concept. The prisoners here have free access to chisels here? Normally that's not allowed. The warden is a kind soul. She has given me special permission. Kind? Ridiculous. Even 5 metal chisels would become deadly weapons in his hands. I started off by carving these Buddha statues, but I moved on to other shapes after the 674th. Really? That many? All it takes is time, which I have plenty of. Here is what I'm working on now. I did not know that you played chess. Do you play as well, Mr. Edgeworth? I would like to test your wits in a game sometime. I only started playing since my arrival here, so I am still inexperienced. What is this beast? It's a 3-headed dog? Just for the fun of it, I carved this hound piece. Chess is a game of war, pawns, knights, and castles. Each side pushing their forces to the limits to take the life of the enemy's king. However, I found the absence of dogs to be strange. Hounds are an indispensable part of warfare. But it is nothing more than folly. I still play by all the normal rules of chess. Isn't it difficult for you to find opponents here in prison? I always play correspondence chess. Correspondence chess? So you play chess through the mail. Prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters, although they are subject to inspection. At the moment, I am waiting for my opponent's next move. Really? Hound piece. Dogan carved a hound piece on a whim, played chess through the mail. So he plays chess with people outside of this prison. Hey Promarex. How's it going? Alright, the victim. Do you know who was murdered? It was Horace Knightley, the most unfortunate lad. Your ears are as sharp as ever. They are all I can rely on. As I thought, he has full knowledge of everything that goes on in this prison. On second thought, he might be fortunate after all. Fortunate? How so? He committed a grave crime, but he was able to avoid punishment for it. An assassination attempt on the president. What a bold man. Assassination attempt? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, didn't Mr. Knightley just... He may have killed his own superior, but he never attempted to take the president's life. Are they trying to conceal the fact the assassination was staged by the president? Whoa, 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 hold your horses. Knightley didn't attack the president. But Uncle Ray was requested to defend him in court on charges of attempted assassination. You didn't know either, Uncle Ray? So, they're trying to pin the whole thing on Mr. Knightley. Now I see why the PIC is taking action. Ah, so that's why they removed you from the case. That DePest guy was going to indict him on charges of attempted assassination. And in doing so, they would have twisted the truth. I suspected it was a false charge. He has a really flat head. My god. I heard about it from one of the guards, about Knightley. He kept desperately insisting, I didn't assassinate anyone. But the courts are supposed to bring the truth to light. I may not be well versed in law, but I can say one thing for certain. Some of the prisoners here were convicted on false charges. That's the reality of it. Right, Anubis? Right, boy? Leaving the truth in the care of the court can be dangerous. Leaving the truth in the care of the court is dangerous. Huh. There was someone who said the exact same thing before. Yeah, don't worry about it. If you really wanted to see this from the beginning, I do have the videos uploaded. It's just in my archive. So that investigator from Interpol who doesn't trust prosecutors. God, not Shang Tsung, that's fucking Mortal Kombat. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors, are you? Fueled by those ideas, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. I doubt his distrust has cleared up completely. What was he called? It was Lang something. Agent Lang, but I can't remember his bloody first name. You feel the same way, don't you, Anubis? The truth of the courts and Mr. Edgeworth's reasoning both can't be trusted, right? It's nothing to be upset about. You're not the only one who suspects me. Yesterday the other prosecutor and that judge came here too. They brought the warden along. How they despise me. No, it doesn't. I said Shang Tsung because that was just a name I had in my mind. It was not right. It's because I've been playing Mortal Kombat recently and I had Shang Tsung in my mind. But no, it doesn't have a connection to Mortal Kombat. That would be one hell of an ambitious crossover. Considering one's about, you know, murders, mystery, and generally law, and the other's just about a tournament of brutal murder, or brutal fighting that ends in death. Must have been those two rude people from before. Prosecutor de Best and Judge Courtney. They thoroughly inspected my room, but left without finding a thing. It seems they were searching for the murder weapon. 'Tis a shame. They searched the other prisoners' cells too, not just mine. Yet they were still unable to find anything. All that hard work was for naught. Prison investigation notes jotted down in my organizer. This is quite a problem. What shall we do? Sart's testimony alone won't hold up. In order to confront the evidence, to confront him, we'll need evidence. Now, if my guests would be so kind as to leave. Right, Anubis, show them the way out. My god. Does this mean what I think it means? Yeah, after all those dog licks. Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh dear. We shall meet again, Dogan. It would be a shame for our long-awaited reunion to end so soon. I'll be waiting. Okay. Prison hallway. Now then, we still need to find that murder weapon. Mr. Edgeworth! Where the hell are they? Oh, what the fuck is she doing? She went all the way up there. It's fine, okay. Come down from there. Oh, she was that scared of the dog. Brilliant. Where's Mr. Shields? Beats me. He just took off running like death was after him. Good grief, that man. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? We'll continue investigating. First, we should start by solving that one mystery. Knightley's body was found in a workroom inside the prison. However, he was supposed to be in the detention center's holding cell. How did he get to the prison under such tight security? Let's go investigate the holding cell at the detention center. That's where Mr. Knightley was being held, right? But what about Uncle Ray? Let's just leave him be for now. I thought it was supposed to be his assistants, though. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll find us. Detention center. Hallway. The victim cell in the detention center is this way. Let's check it out, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's go! Oh, I'm not in control. I thought I was. Oh, this is truly just dreadful. What happened? Oh god, it's her again. That's the warden, Miss Rowland. She must have come from behind that no entry sign. Still, he won't talk? Oh, he still won't talk? Even after all the trouble you went through to get the evidence transferred from the precinct. That's right. I don't know how many times I've tried. I can't report back empty-handed. That assassin sure is one tough cookie, huh? Did he just say assassin? Oh my. Pardon me, but were you talking about Sir Han Dogan just now? Oh, eavesdropping, were you? You naughty boy. Did you question him personally, Warden Roland? Not just him. I tried to have a heart-to-heart with all the prisoners and suspects. In my home, we are all family here. I love the thing around her neck. No idea, honestly. I thought it was like a fox scarf, but I'm pretty sure it's alive. It's only fair I invite them to my warden office. Or warden's office. The warden's office? Oh, have you taken an interest in my room as well? It's just down this alleyway, but outsiders are not allowed past this point. Down this hallway? Ah, that's how we could have got through. Up into the offices, through there, that's the courtyard though. Down the hallway, so around there. It's such a lovely room. People do so enjoy being invited back there. Oh, and that would be her office. I always show them the splendid view of my precious courtyard. The courtyard of this animal-filled prison. I'd sure love to see it. So, floor plans updated yet again. I'm delighted that you want to see it. However, I cannot invite you. You're not a child of our home. If you want to come to my room, you'll have to be convicted first. Oh. That's a rather high hurdle to clear. Goodness me. Look at how long we've been talking. I was just about to feed Ali. Oh, Ali her lunch. That must be what's on her neck. Ali? She's my favourite little angel. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be off to the courtyard. Toodaloo! I love the fact that it's got 3 separate animations. I never got the chance to ask her about Dogen. Well, let's head over to Knightley's cell. Holy shit! This is a holding cell? Really? I thought a holding cell would be a bed and a toilet, and that would be it. This is the victim's cell. When did Mr. Knightley arrive in here? Again? It was after the President's welcoming ceremony on the night of March 25th. So when and how did he move over to the prison? There might be some evidence left that can answer that. Alright, let's get cracking, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, I think Ali, or Ally, I would probably just say it's called Ali, is the thing that's around her neck, is what I would assume. Alright, investigation time. Okay. Well, we have a newspaper that's been ripped from the looks of things. Looks like the left page is missing. This newspaper, it's missing a few pages. They appear to be torn out. Torn out newspaper. Dated the day before the murder. Several pages have been torn out. The holding cell is usually where people are held, but before they go on trial, I think. I don't really know. I'm just going on what the game said earlier. Why would someone tear out pages, or the pages from a newspaper? Maybe they used it to clean the cell instead of a rag. Clean the cell? It's quite possible. I mean, if you look on the floor... Definitely possible. Something seems off. The floor here is clean. Was it mopped recently? Floor wiped clean. There doesn't seem to be anything in this cell to wipe the floor with. So they did use the newspaper. Wow. It seems strange that only the area in front of the bed has been wiped clean. It's Horace Knightley's suit. According to the results of my investigation... What did you find out? A man who looks good in a suit leaves a more favourable impression with the ladies. Next time I'll investigate men who look good in frills. Please, don't bother. I mean, it's not clean, but they have cleaned up whatever was on the floor. I think that's what they're getting at. Either way, I can use logic with the newspaper and the clean floor. I mean, it wasn't wiped clean, they should have called it just floor cleaned up. Just wiped away, who knows? The floor here is clean. It was probably wiped down with something. Did someone spill grape juice here? I mean, I could understand him cleaning it if there was something incriminating there. I don't know exactly what was wiped away, but I can imagine what was used to wipe it. It's very likely it was this torn-up newspaper. Couldn't he have asked one of the guards if he could borrow a cleaning rag? Perhaps it was something he didn't want the guards to see. So, wiped floor. There are signs that the floor was wiped clean inside the victim's cell at the detention centre. Okay. Well, I think I've interacted with everything there. What else is there? What have we got on the desk? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Ah man, he's got a load of books. Something in 80 days. I really can't read what that says. The great something in 80 days. Something for... Oh, prison life for dummies. Brilliant. Yeah, I can't read the other stuff. Crap. Yeah, I don't think it'd make that much mess to begin with. Also, I don't know if a newspaper would do that much of a good job to clean it up. there's something on the desk. It seems to be some kind of memo. Let me take a closer look. Whoa, oh, what the? Next, whoa, god. Wait, so next move is bishop to g2. Next I move rook, no, pawn to g6. Oh, right, so this is the chess. Oh, okay, the Great Debate. That makes sense. This is chess notation. It was probably the victims. Oh shit. Keep forgetting I need to switch the screen. What's chess notation? It's a memo that records the positions of the pieces on the chessboard. This is a good match. My next move would be pawn to... No, actually before that. Mr. Edgeworth, this is no time to be playing chess. Ah, you're right. The positions of the chess pieces recorded in this memo. I feel like I've seen something similar. Somewhere else. Yeah, probably in Dogen's cell. Should take a closer look at the evidence I've collected. Wait, so if I deduced... maybe it would be this? I'm trying to remember what it looked like in the picture. What was it near? Well, there's the king with the loads of pawns. There's a rook nearby. Oh, unless it is the b. It could just be that. I would assume so. They're all... No, wait, they're all surrounded as well. Oh, wait. He was playing chess with... What's his face? Yeah, the black is his whites. I'm just seeing if I can see a bishop. I think I just... Oh, wait! Hang on. There's two pieces. Oh no, it's that. It's a really cool looking piece, though. I'm just going to deduce the circled piece with that chess game and just hope it lines up. Oh, no, I think I found what it is. If it's this, it would be... I'm assuming the rook would be Dogen's hound. Yeah, I don't think it's the circled bishop. I'm just gonna try it. Is that right? It's chess notation. I've seen it before. So that was right. I'm glad I didn't go with the other one. You're still thinking about chess. Focus on the investigation. Focus! Chess is quite important to this investigation. Okay, have a look at this. There we go. So, the hound piece was actually a rook. Are these the chess pieces from Dogen's cell? I don't know much about the rules of chess. The rules of chess are not important here. Look at the positions of the chess pieces in this memo and the pieces in Dogen's cell. Do you notice anything? Ah! I don't know anything about the different chess pieces. But if you flip the board around, the positions of the chess pieces are completely the same. Yes, although the memo doesn't include the Cerberus chess piece, the positions of the other chess pieces are identical. Oh, it doesn't actually. The black rook is there. I didn't notice that. What's going on here? I always play correspondence chess, so that's what that was. This might be hard to believe, but Dogen's chess opponent was... Are you saying he was playing against Mr. Knightley? With this, we now have the evidence to link Dogen with the victim. Knightley's memo. The positions on the pieces match the chessboard in Dogen's special cell. Huh. Well, I think that's all I needed to interact with. What the hell's this? Mr. Edgeworth, is this a dining menu? You can choose your daily meals in this attention centre. However, unless you have the money, you won't be able to choose what you want to eat. In the end, the world revolves around money. Doesn't this mean that the rich won't have to reflect on their crimes? Yes, well, those who come here haven't been declared guilty yet. There are a few good people who don't need to reflect, probably. Sounds like you're just making excuses for them, Mr. Edgeworth. Why should I have to come up with excuses for the detention centre? Is there anything else we have? What is this? What the fuck? The reflection in the mirror. It's a security camera. My great thief's arch enemy. I guess I didn't take too kindly to thieves here. There's no reason for a detention centre to be kind to thieves. Guard! I'd like for you to check the footage on this security camera. If you find any problems, report to me at once. Understood, sir. Oh, there we go. So this is what our investigation turned up. It seems we found a major connection between the victim and Dogan. This is terrible. What happened? The security camera recorded something terrible. What? Can you let me see it? Of course, sir. I have a portable playback device right here. Then let me see it right away. Oh. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. This black thing has got to be that doggy, right? Up until this point, I thought the murder took place inside the prison. But it appears I was mistaken. The place where Knightley was attacked was... the holding cell. It was the detention centre. And furthermore, he was attacked by Dogan's dog. This is the decisive evidence. What the heck? Security footage. Recorded the moment the victim was attacked by a black silhouette in the detention centre cell. If Knightley was killed in this room, then this piece of evidence we found in the cell takes on a new meaning. Which piece of evidence takes on a new meaning if the murder occurred in the holding cell? Oh, the floor! For some reason, someone wiped the floor clean. It's possible they were wiping away bloodstains. Okay. Thank you for your hard work. While I have your attention, may I ask for one more favour? What would that be? There should be a detective by the name of Dick Gumshoe in the detention centre or the prison. I would like you to give him a message. Tell him to check this room for traces of blood, and give the results to me. Yes, sir. Alright. Wiped floor data updated in my organiser. Woohoo! This should corner that old coot. No, not yet. We still don't know how Knightley and the dog moved from here to the prison. That's true, but once we figure that out... Where should we check out next, Mr. Edgeworth? The guards here might know something about the murder. Let's see if we can learn any new details from them. So we're back in the hallway. Alright, let's continue our... Oh, got it. He's in this game as well. Shit. Oh, sorry to intrude. Wow, I didn't think we'd see him again. Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor and the little lady. Nice to meeting you here. Alright, fun puns. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. And have a good day. And this man is Shi Long Lang. That's his bloody name. An Interpol agent. About 2 weeks ago, he was in charge of investigating one of my cases. I would have thought he'd returned to his native country of Zhengfa by now. Agent Lang, what brings you here? Just some boring work. Nothing you need to know about. On top of a black dog, we meet a black wolf. Huh? You came alone today, Agent Lang. Usually... Oh, he'd have a huge police force with him. Thanks, man, I will. Mr. Prosecutor, seems you've been busy these past few days. These past few days? Is he referring to the incident with the Zengfar president? I would have thought you'd be involved in his security too. Huh, our president doesn't even trust his own country's police force. Look at the results of hiring a private security company. It's laughable. Agent Lang doesn't trust prosecutors or the courts. That's why he brings along a large force of capable policemen to thoroughly investigate the crime scene. Yes, if you and your subordinates had been there, the results might have been different. My subordinates, huh? They're no longer with me. They're not with you? Funny, looks like I'm a real lone wolf now. Agent Lang, just what happened exactly? Didn't I tell you? It's nothing you need to know about. Well, I'll be seeing you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, he's not even calling us Edgeworth anymore. Mr. Lang, I wonder what happened. Yes, it troubles me too, but there's nothing we can do about it for now. Okay, let's continue with our own investigation. You got it. First, let's ask those guards a few questions. Guard number 1. You there. Have you seen a black dog around here? No, of course not. If I had actually seen it, I wouldn't be standing around so carefree. Did something happen with that doggy? Okay, let's not press this matter any further. So Dogan's dog didn't come by the detention center. Weird. What about you? This is a difficult case. What's wrong? Is something troubling you? Sir, one of my uniforms has gone missing. But I'm certain that I placed it in this locker. Maybe the uniform grew legs and walked off somewhere. What kind of logic is that? In any case, I wish you the best in your search. I'll be rooting for you. Yes, thank you for your support. Stolen uniform. Stolen from a locker in the detention center hallway on March 26th. Oh, there you are. Oh, it's Ray. Mr. Shields, where did you go? Where indeed? I didn't actually get to read that, but I've been searching for you guys this whole time. Walking all around the prison is hard work, you know? That's strange, seeing as you came from the opposite direction. Busted! I've got some new information. You want to hear it? Do you? You sure changed the subject quickly. I heard a little something from the guards. It seems Knightley caused a bit of an incident 2 days ago. An incident? You know how Simon said he came to visit Knightley, right? Yeah. After the visit, when Knightley returned to his cell, naturally a guard escorted Knightley back to his cell. While the guard was unlocking his handcuffs, all of a sudden, Knightley struck the guard and knocked him out. Wait a minute. It seems he was going to attempt a jailbreak. Wait a sec. I've just noticed what he's wearing. He's wearing a police uniform, isn't he? Yeah, it never really clicked because we saw Frank saw it and he was in the, you know, the usual striped outfits. That's the police uniform. Oh. Interesting. By the time the other guards arrived, the key to his cell had disappeared. But there's been no reports of Knightley's jailbreak attempt 2 days ago. Exactly. It's strange, isn't it? Right up until his death, he was still in his cell. What's more, Knightley claimed he never stole the key in the first place. In fact, they searched his cell, and the key was nowhere to be found. Did the guard who was struck have anything to say? No one knows. He was taken to the hospital while he was still unconscious. He's still there now, it seems. So, in the end, we still don't know what happened. Knightley's cell key data jotted down in my organizer. It's you! That voice. Is it the best? It is. I like how his theme's basically like a child's playful theme. What are you still doing hanging around here? God, I can't read. Well, you see, this is my assistant. Are you here to object to our investigation and make me into a laughingstock? Sebastian, I believe obstruct is the word you're looking for. In a way, I think his expression was apt. Pleasure meeting you again, Judge Courtney. I know. You are Simon Key's defense attorney, are you not? Well then, let's skip the formalities and celebrate our happy reunion with a hug. He really just wants to hug everybody. Or maybe not. Incidentally, I heard you mention an assistant a moment ago. Yeah, we're assistants at the Edgeworth law offices. Prosecutors are civil servants. To open a side business is to betray the goddess of law. As long as profit is not our objective, there shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah, that's it. Miles here is a volunteer worker. Purpose of my office isn't to make money, we're pro bono. What wonderful heart you have, defending others without demanding payment. I do have an amazing charitable heart. Oh god. More importantly, I'd like you to explain your reasons for arresting Simon Keyes. So, there's no need to. Is that a challenge against me? No, I was speaking with Judge Courtney. I guess it can't be helped. If you want to take on the best, you will fall like the rest. I haven't said anything yet. Oh boy. But this is convenient. Then I will hear you out. What were your reasons for arresting Mr. Keyes? I see no need to inform you. Sebastian, let us... Just watch, Justine. Watch as I run around in circles against this useless prosecutor. I think you mean run circles around me. Yeah, that's what I meant. Prepare yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. Ah dear, this guy is utterly useless. Reasons for arrest. So, you want to know my reasons for arresting that man? The answer is simple. Yes, we found traces of that guy over there. How's that? Perfectly simple. Perfectly decisive. Right? Of course, I was the first to notice it because I'm the best. Okay, he basically presented me with a fluff piece. How am I supposed to go about pressing that? He literally just told me a bunch of useless shite. How's that? Got nothing to say? Speechless in my presence. This guy sure talks a lot. So, you're the one who arrested Mr. Keyes, I take it. Mr. the Best, do you have the right to do such a thing? Well, obviously that is what the police who... obviously it was the police who carried out the arrest. But since it was under my direction, shouldn't it also count as my arrest? As I expected. It'd be difficult to deal with both of them at the same time. However, her silence is troubling me. Just what is she thinking? How much of an idiot Sebastian is? I may call him Simon. Oh, is it Simon? Sebastian the Best? It's Sebastian. So you want to know... Yeah, I'll just press everything. Hold it! Let's get one thing clear. You do know who you arrested, right? What, do you take me for a fool? The one I arrested was Simon Keyes. No doubt about it. I expected he'd at least understand that much. A fatal reason for arresting Simon? Really? That's quite a surprise. So, what is this fatal reason for the arrest? Are you attempting to lure information out of me through flattery? A good strategy, but I'm afraid it won't work on me. Oh god. We have found vital evidence implicating Simon Keyes. That's what Sebastian was trying to say. Yes, so because of this fatal vital evidence, I had Simon arrested. The answer is simple, yes, we found traces of that guy over there. Okay. Ow. course I was the first to notice it because I'm the best. Oh, that's... okay, that's all of that. It's really vague and hard to understand. I think I just need to press the one where it says, traces. Did you to impress Professor Edgeworth? Oh wait, there we are. Yeah, we found traces of that guy over there. That guy over there? That's certainly vague. Well, don't they say the best hears one thing and understands 10? You're just being lazy. Explain it more clearly. Sebastian, if it's alright with you, would you please explain it to them in more detail? I'm sure that everyone wants to hear what you have to say. Alright. If you insist, Justine. We discovered that. Perhaps you didn't know, but the victim carried a chessboard with him. From it, we found that suspect guy's, Simon Key's, fingerprints. Well done, Sebastian. I bless you on behalf of the Goddess of Law. You might as well give him a fucking cookie, or a gold star. Like, he's such... just the way he's acting. Please amend your testimony. Are you alright with that, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Yes. Right, well now I've got him. Right by the balls. Boom! Of course he has his fingerprints on it. Knightley demanded that Simon fetched the chessboard for him. Fingerprints found on the chessboard. Is that the ace up your sleeve? Ace in my sleeve? Oh, ace up my sleeve. Yes, the methods I use are always the best. This ace is my trump card. Well then, allow me to show you that it is not, in fact, a trump card at all. Simon Keyes was the one who sent this chessboard to the victim in the first place. So it's only natural some of his prints would be left on it. Oh, what's... That took way too long. These fingerprints are hardly decisive evidence. Perhaps your arrest was a little too rash. Rash? But I am the best. To begin with, this incident occurred in the detention centre and the prison. The suspect Simon, just because... to suspect Simon, just because he isn't a prisoner or a guard, is a little unreasonable. What? What's with him all of a sudden? I finally get what you're trying to say. Rash? You mean we were too quick to arrest the guy, right? He was stuck on that? He really is a rookie. Sure, I was the first to lay eyes on him. I was the first to notice the evidence. That was even faster. But I am not rash. Sure, Simon Keyes isn't a guard or a prisoner, but... Thank you. Jesus. Sebastian, shut your fucking face. Judge Courtney. What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that. Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first? The best part? Why don't you tell them? About your wonderful reasoning regarding the murder weapon. Good one, Justine. Nice suggestion. Mr. Edgeworth, listen to my first-rate reasoning. Objection. Will this reasoning explain why you arrested Mr. Keyes? I'm sure it will meet your expectations. Judge Courtney just changed the flow of the conversation. Just what is she planning? The murder weapon's location. It's obvious the murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, the prison maintains strict control over potentially lethal items. So that's why I've reasoned that the murder weapon was brought in from the outside. Yes, it was hidden inside that chessboard. And since only the victim and the suspect's fingerprints were found on the chessboard, isn't it obvious who brought and used the murder weapon? At least it's clearer than his last testimony. It's the best reasoning you can get from Prosecutor the Best. How do you like that? Now he's mixing up the best with his own name. But could someone really hide a weapon inside a gift he's sent to a prisoner? You'll find a good place to it if you examine the inside of the chessboard. Inside the chessboard? Is there some place to hide a weapon? Oh right, we're actually doing this. Alright, cool. Woo! Open on up. As I thought, there are only chess pieces inside. Wow, what an annoying laugh. Inside the chessboard? Huh. Perhaps I should examine it a bit further. Maybe in here? Secret compartment? This is... the top panel is removable. It's quite deep. Yes, there's more than enough room to hide a small knife. Understand now? This is how the culprit smuggled in the objection. What's with the I wasn't even finished. Mr. De Best, there is something you have forgotten. There's a gate at the entrance of the detention center. Well, there is, but... He means the security gates with the metal detectors, Sebastian. We had to pass through the same check when we entered the prison, remember? Ah. Yeah, that's it. I remember now. Looks like he completely forgot. It would be impossible to smuggle a sharp metal object into the detention center. Therefore, your reasoning never held, even from the very beginning. Overruled! Ooh. That gate is only used on people. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check. So they don't use a metal detector for that? This never should have happened. It seems the guards were too careless. Portable folding chessboard. Belong to Knightley. There's a hidden space inside the chessboard. Security gate. Located at the entrance of the detention center and the prison. Checks for metal objects. Right, Justine. Thanks for the assist. You're welcome. Right, so now we have to do the rebuttal. Now then, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your cross-examination, if you please. Cross-examination? It's as if we were in the courtroom. Very well. His reasoning. Let's see how long it will hold up under pressure. A sharp metal object. Do you have proof of that? Didn't you see the victim's wound? Worthless prosecutor. The fatal blow was a stab to the throat. And a knife perfectly matches up with that. There could be no other explanation. It seems that they don't know about that piece of information yet. Nothing to say? Speechless, aren't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Right, next, there's plenty more of my reasoning, or to my reasoning. Ba-da-bum, ba-dum-bum. Even with the strict control, there were still some items that could be used, right? Well, yeah. Things like grooming scissors. Of course. There's more to this. Right, Sebastian? Exactly. At the time of the incident, the only ones was being borrowed. However, there was no reaction when we tested it for blood. Those would be the scissors Mr. Sawit was practicing with. So inside of the prison was completely clear of sharp influence. Can you be more specific about where it came from? Of course I can. It didn't come from inside the prison. Is he trying to sound smart? Simon Keyes brought it in. That's what we mean. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you even figure that much out? I'm disappointed in you. And you've disappointed me from the start. So Simon brought the murder weapon. But how, you ask? It was hidden inside that chessboard. No weapon was found at the crime scene, not even inside the chessboard. So where did the murder weapon disappear to? I'd like to hear your answer to that. That's... well, after the crime, the culprit must have hidden it somewhere in the prison. Is there a problem with the statement De Best just made? There's a problem. The murder weapon is hidden inside the prison. I don't think so. It's clear from this piece of evidence. What shows that the murder weapon can't be inside the prison? The footage? Oh, maybe not the footage. Crap. Wait, what was... Hang on. Oh. That'll be why. They never found one. Have you completely forgotten your own actions? You, along with the warden, or with Warden Roland, conducted a search of the prison. But you did not find the murder weapon, right? Oh! I thought that was going to snap. That's... We must have overlooked something. This guy just completely contradicted himself. You carried out such a sloppy investigation. I'm amazed that you called yourself the best. Are you mocking me? Ooh. Sebastian. Please, calm yourself. Don't get caught up in the opponent's pace. I'm fine, Justine. Did you really think the best prosecutor would be shaken by someone miles behind him? Oh, Jesus. I wish he'd stop messing around with other people's names. Oh, in that case, Kay Faraday is far, far ahead. Jesus. Kay, don't you get caught up in this too. Yes. If my best investigation didn't find anything, then there must not have been a single weapon in the prison. In that case, there's only one possibility. The criminal must have taken the murder weapon with him when he left the prison. So it's only natural we didn't find it in there. Yeah. How stupid is this guy? There was no way the culprit could have brought the weapon out of the prison. And this piece of evidence shows why. How can you forget something so bloody obvious? And that was literally spoken about 5 minutes ago. What a twat. Oi, oi, oi. Have you completely forgotten your own testimony? You. That's twice you've insulted me. Oh. It seems you remember what I said earlier. But you do well to remember further than that. What is that? This guy. He really doesn't remember anything. It seems that way. The detention center and the prison are equipped with security gates. Anyone leaving must pass through these gates. Gates equipped with metal detectors. Ah, that's what you... Looks like he remembers now. Yes, there is no way someone could have brought the murder weapon through those gates. And so the criminal could not have taken it out of the prison either. Does that whip him every time? It does. I realise it leaves a mark on his cheek. So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Do you know where this murder weapon went to? Perhaps the weapon is still inside the prison. But we couldn't find it anywhere inside in the prison. The reason you didn't find it is because you believed it to be a sharp metal object. We saw the very moment when Mr. Knightley was attacked, after all. If you can say that much, then perhaps you could enlighten us. What would you say is the murder weapon in this case? From this piece of evidence, the murder weapon of this case becomes obvious. It's a very bizarre case, but the black dog. Here is footage from a security camera. It shows one of the cells in the detention center. See it with your own eyes. It also shows that Knightley is in a security guard outfit for some reason. Oh wait, no, he would be wearing it, would he not? Because that's what he was. Maybe. I really don't know. Yeah, he would have been wearing it. I completely forgot that's what he was wearing to begin with. What? This is... It can't be. This tape clearly shows the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. I believe this is sufficient proof, wouldn't you say? Indeed, this is vital evidence. Horace Knightley was killed in the detention center by that dog. After that, the body was moved to the prison workroom. Our witness claims to have seen a dog in the workroom when the body was found. Of course, a dog couldn't have planned this crime on its own. However, there is someone who could have. Overruled! That's enough, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Judge Courtney, It's true this camera footage is vital evidence. However, there is something else you must prove. Actually, you've already noticed it, haven't you? It's just as she says, there is still a huge flaw in my reasoning. If that black dog is a prisoner's pet, how was it able to move between the detention centre and the prison? Ah. What will we do, Mr. Edgeworth? I still don't know how the dog managed to move from one place to the other. I knew it. What? You'll want to talk? You don't know either. Goddamn, fucking always overruling. If you do not solve this mystery, I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic. If this was a real courtroom, I would call for a recess now. What? Wait, I'm not finished yet. Jesus. Court has been adjourned. Leave at once. This isn't a courtroom. Well then, as I said, court is adjourned. What the hell is happening? I can't prove my argument, but isn't it the same case with Mr. Keyes? Whatever do you mean? Just as I don't know how the dog entered the detention centre, you also don't know how Simon Keyes entered the detention centre and prison. Although he came to visit the victim, he was an outsider to the prison. Don't you think it would be difficult for him to commit a crime inside the prison? Judge Courtney, now the burden of proof lies with you. Show us evidence that Simon Keyes entered the prison. You want me to present evidence? I'm happy to oblige. What? Does she really have evidence? It's about time I told you. Now that I know the basis of your reasoning, Prosecutor Edgeworth, what is she thinking? It seems you don't even know Simon Keyes' real occupation. He is a circus performer. A circus performer? Yes, have you ever heard of the Very Big Circus? Oh god. Circus? But of course, yesterday was a day that I wouldn't have missed for the world. Wouldn't have missed for the world? Did you have some kind of important meeting? Oh heavens, no, I despise meetings. It was the animal show, of course. There we go. Uh-oh. Seems you've realised. On the day of the incident, an animal show was being performed at the prison. And the show was put on by the Very Big Circus. So then, do you mean Simon Keyes entered the prison as a staff member of the animal show? Well, I never. That we know for a fact. No! This woman. She's been concealing this fact the whole time. She only planned to reveal it after hearing my reasoning. Come to think of it. What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that. Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first? Mr. De Best was going to say it then, but she stopped him. How do you like that, worthless prosecutor? You didn't do anything. I really do like the design on her gavel. It's quite nice. Well then, now it really is time for a recess. I'll end with some advice. I'd already doubted your abilities as a prosecutor, which is why I relieved you of your authority. You'd best not forget that. What are you trying to say? The PIC can still take away your badge. If you value your badge, I'd advise you not to show your face before me again. Is that a threat? The Goddess of Law is merciful, but that doesn't mean you can get away with everything. And one more thing. I must digress. I suggest you stop with this defense attorney act. That's none of your concern. I don't intend to abandon a case I'm involved in so easily. For defense attorneys, a relationship of mutual trust with their client is vital. It is very different from the way of the prosecutor. In any case, you didn't even know about your client's occupation. Well then, I must be going. May the blessings of the Goddess of Law be upon you. God, that reminds me of Skyrim. Blessings of Stendar upon ye. Blessings of Akatosh upon ye. Blessings of Julianos upon ye. And all the other fucking gods. Did Simon lie to us? It seems he lied to Uncle Ray too. This complicates matters. Why'd he do that? Hey, Miles. Don't tell me you've got cold feet already. Courtney pie is quite a handful, but giving up is still uncool. A defense attorney's creed is to never give up. Remember, you're my assistant. Of course, I don't plan on giving up either. It's just... my theory that he couldn't enter the prison no longer holds. It looks like we'll have to investigate once more. Finally, Jesus, it's been 3 hours. I did not expect this case, or the middle of this case to take 2 fucking hours. Nearly 2 hours. Actually, probably over 2 hours. Sheesh. Whew, boy. I don't know if I'll finish the case next session, it really depends how long it takes me. Either way, that is going to be the end of the session. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.